Good morning. Happy Friday. Let's do this. Cotter and Marshall Show, streaming live. Join the horde this morning, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. While you're there watching the show, be sure to give us a like, follow, and subscribe. As always, you can listen to the show. Download the app. It's free. You can get us on your in-home smart speaker. Check us out at rock1061.com. Marshall, do we blame the big guy for the Braves game last night?
What was the final score of that game?
It was like 11-2.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
I mean, the first inning was electric. Freddie Freeman hit a home run, 2-0. I really felt like something good was going to happen out of that Braves game, but I'm glad I didn't stay up and pay attention to it.
Me too. Now, I'm just hoping the Dodgers got all their runs out in one game.
Yeah.
They blew their load, one game.
They're sleepy now.
They're so tired.
Yep.
So tired.
Yeah.
It's going to take days or weeks to recover from that.
Right. Yeah. So guaranteed Braves are going to win the next game. 100 based on dude logic.
Yeah.
That makes sense in our brains. 100%, Cotter. I agree.
You know what? I totally think that makes sense. So Braves still got 2 games to get it done. Hopefully not going to have a repeat of last year. Coming up on the show today, going to be joined in studio at the top of the 9 o'clock hour by Chris Moody and his dog.
Yeah.
He's the owner of Moodrights and Over Yonder. I just want to pick his brain about how he came up with the concept for both of those places.
And you could do that while I'm petting his dog.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Done and done. And we'll drink some beers. We've got the Nightmare on Elm Street house for sale. Going to talk about that. Going to play Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout? Also taking your calls, comments, and texts. Just a fun one today. Who's the greatest spokesperson of all time?
I got a couple ideas, but
I did too.
It blew up on our Facebook, our socials yesterday with everyone's thoughts. A couple of them I did not remember, and a couple of them I never even thought were spokespeople, but I kind of get it. Yeah.
All right, so who's the greatest spokesperson of all time? Real person, cartoon, made-up character? It doesn't matter. You can hit us up with a call, comment, and text. And, of course, about last night, going to fire up the show. The Uncharted trailer dropped yesterday. We'll talk about that. Vikings in North America. And then a crazy story that just came out about Alec Baldwin. Somebody died on the set of his new movie.
Yeah.
And he pulled the trigger.
Yeah.
Kind of literally.
And then it's crazy. It's a crazy story.
We'll kick that off next. Here's Volbeat and Shotgun Blues, Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1.
Wild story.
Yeah, man.
Alec Baldwin kind of killed someone. Was not expecting that yesterday. So, all right. Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us on the live stream today. We surely do appreciate that. Should be a fun show today. I mean, we've got some folks coming in to see us, and a dog, which makes it even better. Woo. Still in need of a beer for breakfast guest next Friday. Our guest that was supposed to be in is unfortunately unable to make it.
Okay.
They've had some departures from their work, and they are having to pick up the slack.
Okay.
So unfortunately, we had a guest kind of drop through on next Friday, so I'm looking for a new one. We'll look for a new one. Hopefully get them lined up over the weekend instead of, like a day or two before. Jeff, good morning, man. Happy Friday to you. Now, we titled the show We Did It, and I titled the show We Did It because we did 5 shows in a row. So congratulations to us. I'm pretty sure we haven't done that in a couple months. Generally, take a lot of days off. No big deal.
Yeah, it has been a while.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, it's been a while. And then next week, I'm pretty sure the plan is for us to do 5 more.
2 weeks in a row?
Consecutive days in a row.
And then after that, I guess.
I think the first week of November, we are set to do the first 5.
I think we are.
Yeah, I think we're doing 15 shows in a row. Actually, a little more than that. Ooh, and then we have my birthday show coming up on November 8th.
Oh,
that's going to be a humdinger of a show.
Crazy. Yeah. So. I mean, so depending on if you take the day off because of Rockville, you may do a full slate of shows basically until Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Damn.
I know. Look at us, man. Look at us trying our jobs. It's wild. So after this break, I've got a special announcement to make.
Okay.
An announcement that I was giving a hint that it was going to happen. But last night, I received a video.
Oh, yeah.
Via the Facebook page of Cotter and Marshall. And good Lord, guys. I don't know. I don't know how to take it. Am I a superstar now? Did I make it officially? Have I broken the wills of the breweries in this area? And I finally got what I wanted? I'm not for sure. Am I going to like what I've been asking for?
That's the question.
There's so many questions, but here, just after this next break on the stream, I'm going to reveal something that I never thought would happen. So I'll tell you guys here in like a few minutes. Crazy.
I actually ran into somebody that was involved with this at the store, and he was there buying things for this.
Oh.
So he's like, he looked at me and I looked at him, and he's like, oh, that thing, it's happening. That's why I'm here. It was very intense.
All right, guys, going on the air here in 15 seconds, talking about how Alec Baldwin just yesterday killed a person.
All right, guys, we'll be right back. So a crew member was killed on the set of the new Alec Baldwin movie called Rust when a prop gun that was fired by Alec Baldwin discharged and hit this person. We got that story coming up. Sad, kind of crazy story for story number one about last night. Alec Baldwin filming a new movie out in New Mexico. Movie is called Rust. I guess he is co-writer, producer of the movie. Well, he was filming a scene that involved a prop gun.
Mm-hmm.
He fired the prop gun. There was discharge from the gun. It not only hit the director of the movie, Joel Souza, it also hit the director of photography, Helena Hutchins. Now, Souza was taken to a local hospital. Sounds like he's going to be okay. Hutchinson's, however, was airlifted to the University of New Mexico hospital where she was pronounced dead.
So this happened at like 2 o'clock yesterday. So obviously Alec Baldwin, he hasn't been arrested because it seems like this was just an accident. Now, accidents like this with guns actually being loaded and hurting people on set, they are crazy rare because they have to go through so many like protocols when it comes to doing live action stuff. How this exactly happened, I have no idea. Now, last like big time I remember hearing a story about this is when Brandon Lee died when The Crow was being filmed. That was in the early 90s.
93.
Yeah, so this is kind of crazy. Now, I've got a question. Alec Baldwin, if the gun was being pointed at the director of photography and the director, obviously they weren't filming, or were they filming?
I'm guessing they were filming something, and it was aimed, he wasn't pointing it at an actor.
Right.
It was a shot of him.
Yeah.
So the director's probably sitting right in front of him. It's like, all right, here's what we're going to do. You got the director of photography there making sure the shot's right.
Yeah.
So, I'm guessing it was like, it was going to be a head-on shot of him firing the gun. Without knowing, but that's my guess.
I really hope it is that. I hope it wasn't one of those things where, like, boys were being boys, and he was like, hey, guys, gun time, bang, 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 and he's like, oh, my God.
I didn't even think of that. I just assumed it was during filming.
I know. You would imagine it was during filming, but if it was this other incident where 100%, I would do it 100 times out of 100 times.
Oh, right.
You would probably do it too. Like,
this is funny.
You've been on 100 sets. If you're Alec Baldwin, you've been an actor. You've probably shot guns in 100 different movies. Like, you could just be, what's up, guys? Bang, bang, right? Ha ha, bang, bang. And then you accidentally shoot and kill someone and then kill your director. It's horrific that this happened. And once again, it's so rare to hear, but Alec Baldwin must be in a world of just like emotional pain right now because of what happened.
There were photos of him, because cops were called, obviously. There were photos of him at the New Mexico Police Department, wherever they were filming, and you could just tell. He was out in the parking lot, and one shot is just him just bending over. Another, he's on the phone. You could just see it in his eyes. Obviously, no comment from him, but just in the photos, you can tell just how devastated he really is because of this.
Yeah, this is a wild story that came out of New Mexico yesterday afternoon.
All right, coming up, story number 2. How badass is science? The answer, very. Got that coming up. Stick around. It's all about Vikings. Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1.
Whew. That's a heavy story, man.
Dude, that is so crazy. Because, I mean, it's such a fluke thing. Such a fluke thing. Yeah, and I didn't even think about the chance of him just, hey, we're going to screw around on set. I just, just assumed it was during filming. Oh, man, that's so crazy.
Well, in brighter news, gang, I was talking about it before we went to break. Hold on, let me find the post real quick. There we go. So Jay from Coastal Empire Brewing Company, he came in, I think, in August to talk to us for beer for breakfast. Is him and Andres. And they came in. We had a good old time. We whooped it up like, 4 knuckleheads would on the radio talking about beer. And I talked about my love for pumpkins.
Right.
In general. Pumpkin coffee, pumpkin beer, pumpkin pie, pumpkin everything. And it's so funny, over the past few years, talking to the guys who run the breweries here in town, from Smith to Southbound to Kevin over at Service, pumpkin beer really isn't on their radar. I always thought, I get it, it's a novelty.
Right.
It's a novelty.
Everybody's doing seltzers now. Do a damn pumpkin beer.
Yeah. So anyway. Everyone doesn't seem to be high on the pumpkin. I've been trying, like, every time I see these guys, like, pumpkin beer would be real cool. But Jay over at Coastal, like, took it personally.
He really did.
I feel like he really took it personally. And now you said you ran into him a few weeks ago, maybe?
Yeah, I was at Kroger, and the wife and I were there, and I looked over, and he walked in. He was like a man on a mission. I'm like, Jay, what's going on? He's like, Marshall's beer. It's happening. And I said, I'm here getting pumpkin. And he just took off.
Right.
I was like, all right, yeah.
So I get a message yesterday from Jay from Coastal Empire Brewing Company with just a shot of the tap handle. And this is at Coastal Empire Brewing right now, inside the tap room. But I know it's backwards on the camera because our cameras are inverted. But it says Marshall's Basic Pumpkin Porter. So Marshall's Basic Pumpkin Porter. That's right. Am I big time in it now? Am I top the top? Am I on Mount Rush? Am I on my very own Mount Rushmore? I don't know.
I'm Mount Rushmore for Marshall.
I'm the best Marshall currently living in Savannah, maybe. But that's the deal right there. I have my very own pumpkin beer, Marshall's Basic Pumpkin Porter. Go to Coastal, goddammit. Drink that beer this weekend. I'm going to head on over there at some point. Hopefully I have a moment today to get over there and chug a beer or two.
What if you don't like it?
I'm going to lie. I'm going to lie my ass off. And, of course, when I get there, I'll make sure to jump on the Cotter and Marshall Show page. Maybe I'll go live or something and give you guys a review of it. Danielle says, that's how you know you made it in life? Absolutely. So there you go, guys. Nice and early. Breaking news. Marshall has his own beer.
They don't open until, what, 5?
I don't know. That's a really good question. What are you doing tonight?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm taking my dog to the vet at 4:30. I could easily swing by after that.
Let's see.
I don't think they open until 5.
Coastal Empire Brew. It says here, 5 p.m.
Yeah, I could definitely swing by on my way because it's the veterinarian over by Two Tides. So
perfect. I'll see you there.
Yeah.
But that's very exciting news that happened last night. He shot me a quick video of someone enjoying it. But once again, Marshall's Basic Pumpkin Porter, available at Coastal Empire. It's a small batch.
Yeah.
To my knowledge, I don't think it's getting manufactured or canned out there, but it's available inside the tap room here in Savannah at Coastal Empire Brewing Company, 79 Ross Road. Sadly, Josh, no, you cannot get it in North Carolina. But the great news about North Carolina, it's very close to Savannah. Like, it's drivable, very drivable.
It's true.
But that was exciting news to get last night. I was hosting bingo over at the draft room at Berwick, hanging out. It was a crazy busy night at the draft room at Berwick. Yeah, I mean, I probably had 70 people playing last night. It was stupid. It was stupid, the amount of people that were hanging out playing bingo last night at the draft room. But, yeah, I got that news, and I was just very excited to get it while I was calling. 69. Woo! Oh, 69. What do you got going on this weekend?
This weekend, I'm hosting bingo for our buddy Jeremy. He's got his Kitty City Halloween party.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll be there for that, hosting some bingo. And then, got to do some house stuff. Lots of house stuff for the next couple weeks. So. All right, we got about 3 minutes. Rage, sleep, now in the fire.
Morning, Wanda. She goes, I'm determined that I'm going to hell. Last night was Bree's performance. They closed in prayer. While doing this, all I could see was a certain nip. I'm sure God was not happy. Uh-oh.
Maybe he was.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Can you imagine how many times Wanda's gone back to that screenshot of you just flashing the camera yesterday?
I'm sure a bunch.
Yesterday, although we kind of talked about it, it wasn't confirmed, Cotter. What are your thoughts on Brian Laundrie's remains confirmed to be found in Florida after dental records proved that, the guess is he committed suicide.
That's my guess. We said it. We said it from the get-go. We're going to find his body in 2 months because he's going to have killed himself. And that's how this is going to end. And that's exactly how this ended. He knew he was in a world of hurt, and whether it was guilt, whether it was I don't want to face the consequences, I am not at all shocked it ended this way.
Wild, man.
Wanda says, shh, it's in a secret folder.
Keep your nip shot in a secret folder.
I get it.
Oof. Sorry, guys. Extra slow this morning. And by that, I mean, I didn't have any stories popped up and ready to chat about here. Oh.
Yeah, I failed. I didn't nap yesterday.
Oh, no nap for you, huh?
No nap. Didn't get to bed till almost 10 o'clock.
Whew.
So, yeah, I'm a little dragging today. God, I don't know if I'll be able to nap today either.
What are you doing today?
We've got a thing.
Oh, yep.
I've got a meeting after that. I've got to take my dog to the vet.
What time is your meeting after that?
Like right after ours.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Legitly. And then, yeah, so my dog, it's like last summer, my dog's like itching. He's getting, red bumps on his belly. Take him in. They're like, it's allergies. Dogs in this area, it's just allergies. It's fine. Give him like half a Benadryl, twice a day or whatever. So
sure.
we did that last year, and it seemed to go away relatively quick. This year, it's like gotten worse. The itching and the red and it's just gotten worse. So I'm to the point now where I'm just like worried about the guys. I'm like, we're going in tomorrow.
Yeah, my dog Jax has that same thing where Benadryl did not help him at all. But they gave him like an allergy shot, and it cost like $50 or something.
I need that shot.
Yeah, so we had to do it like every other month.
Oh shoot!
Yeah,
dang, we need that
just during the summer though.
Yeah. All right, guys, we'll be right back. The Vikings settled in North America exactly 1,000 years ago. How do we know? Because science is awesome. Stories coming up. Story number 2 about last night. Now, scientists have analyzed wood samples from trees using a bygone cosmic storm as a reference point to reveal an exact year that Vikings were present in North America. This is all according to a study published in the Nature journal per National Geographic. Researchers examined wood artifacts to determine the exact year that Vikings journeyed to Newfoundland in Canada.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie to you. I read this story 3 times, and I do not understand it.
It's amazing.
It's so incredible. So because of a solar storm that happened that caused like a weird mark on a ring of a tree.
Yes.
They were able to go to Newfoundland, like chop down a tree or something.
Yeah.
Go back and count, and they see like, the squiggly lines on the 1 year of the tree, and then they notice that that's also the year that somehow correlates to some stories and stuff, and they kind of figured out that exactly 1,000 years ago, Vikings somehow made their way all the way over to Canada, Newfoundland.
Yeah, they say it happened in AD 1021, so exactly 1,000 years ago, and it all kind of masters up to the oral histories of these stories that were written down in the 13th century. So this is amazing because of a solar flare and radiation. They can tell this exact. It's just so crazy to me.
So how weird is it though that the same year that the Vikings show up in Canada, and they probably find Indians that are living in Canada, that a solar storm happens? The Indians must have thought they came from some sort of like gods up above at that point. And this is just, I don't know, it's just crazy to me. It's crazy to me.
Yeah, this whole thing is nuts. But you know what? It's why science is kind of awesome. Also kind of awesome, the trailer for the Uncharted movie with Tom Holland. It dropped yesterday. We'll talk about that next. Here is Tool. It's 46-2. Cotter and Marshall, Rock 106.1.
People feel for our dogs. Heather says poor puppy. Wanda just says poop pup, and I don't know if she's talking to her own dog or does she meant to say poor pup.
Probably that. No, I feel bad because he's biting constantly, a lot of licking on the belly, and it's just like I feel so bad.
Yeah, my dog Jax does the whole paw lick.
Yes,
and like he'll get like spots on his paws. But yeah, ever since we gave him those allergy shots, like. They're like, I forget, it's like $50-$60, but it's like every other month. And they try to tell it, they're like, oh, you do it every month. But we found out that it's good for like 2 months for Jax. Right. So yeah, every other month we go to get them shot up, probably starting in like May or June.
Right.
And then, we get like 3 every year.
Okay. Yeah, because I mean, last year, I want to say by now it gotten better. And it did for a little bit. And then it's like, I got home last night. And he had scratched a spot like under his like front leg, just raw and red. I'm like, nope, we're done. We're done.
Yeah,
and his belly was red. I'm just like, we're done, man.
What are you doing?
He just looks miserable. I feel so bad.
Yeah. But you're also yelling at him like, why would you do this to yourself? Are you an idiot? You're like, you're a dog. So Wanda feels for you, Cotter. She goes, same here. Stayed up, watched an episode of Squid Game, no nap. But got several houses to look at, so got some work done, and also took care of yourself with the whole staying and watching Netflix.
Oatmeal bath. We haven't done a full-on oatmeal bath, Heather. We did get some shampoo that's like oatmeal based, and then last summer we got a shampoo from the vet that we still have some of that, and that will clear it up like for a couple days. So we'll do that every so often, that bath like once a week or so.
And no offense to my dog, if anyone's getting an oatmeal bath, it's going to be me. Come on, man. Oatmeal baths sound delightful.
Wanda, where are you at in Squid Game? Just curious.
Can we ruin it for you yet? Tell us the exact episode so we tell you what happens next episode. With this next story, where did you want to play the audio? Did you want to start off with it?
Yeah, we can start off with it. I mean, I just got a few. It's about 24 seconds.
Yeah, you want to tease it like you do the other ones and then go right into the audio, then we'll talk about it afterwards? Okay.
Yeah, that's cool.
Good morning, Sheila. Today for Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout, I was doing all the guest lists for the week, and it looks like I do have one extra open slot for Ayron Jones.
Oh, nice.
This coming Saturday night, tomorrow night. So we're going to give away our final pair of Ayron Jones tickets.
I like it. Next week, if we want, we do have a couple pair of tickets for Club One's Rocky Horror Show.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, let's do that. Let's start off the week with trivia with doing that.
Yeah, and
what's sexy.
What's nice about it, your choice of the date you want to
go. What days are they running?
It is tonight, or was last night, tonight, tomorrow, and then it's next Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Oh, cool.
And I want to say like Friday, Saturday, they do a 7 and a midnight show, I think.
Morning, Jeremy.
And if you haven't seen this is the play. This isn't the movie. It's not the shadow casting. This is the play.
And how long is it?
It's like an hour and a half.
Oh, okay.
Like 2 hours maybe.
Right.
I mean, it's a typical play. But, I mean, this is the play the movie is based on.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not the Rocky Horror Picture Show. It's the Rocky Horror Show. They do a great job.
Well, I heard a rumor about it. Maybe you can confirm it for me that the midnight showing, they go completely bottomless, which is, I think, a brave move.
It was an artistic choice.
Right.
Yeah. Artistic choice.
You know, the Gallagher show where he would smash watermelons and it'd splash on the crowd. Same exact thing in this instance, but it's just pubic hair. It's just all pubic hair. Flying all over the place.
Yeah.
You're like, did a bug just fly by me? Nope. It's a very long brown pubic hair. There's lots of running. There's lots of dancing.
There is lots of dancing.
Yeah.
All of it in high heels.
Yeah. You take a step to the left. Let your pubic hairs fall out. That happens, man. Wanda says they're bouncing between Squid Game, You, and Only Murders in the Building. I've never heard of that last one.
Me either. Morning, Jeremy. Ooh, episode 5. Nice.
Yeah, we got one last episode of Midnight Mass, and then we're done with Midnight Mass, and I think we'll possibly shift over to You. So I want to get You and what's the other one? The one's coming out today. Lock and Key.
Oh, is that today?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
I want to get both of those under my belt, and then I will continue on with my marathon of The Sopranos.
Do we get all of Lock and Key?
I believe so.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
I believe it all comes out.
All right, good. Yeah.
I think we're getting Witcher season 2 as well.
Don't care.
I know you don't care about that, but it's like one of the most watched shows ever on Netflix.
Yeah, I know.
No big deal.
Lock and Key, though, I'm in for. All right, guys, we'll be right back. The trailer for Uncharted starring Tom Holland dropped yesterday. Son of a bitch. I'm in.
They're not gone. They're just lost.
Who the hell is this? I'm a friend of Sully's.
Sally doesn't have any friends. I should know I'm one of them.
You are a collector.
Well, I dabble.
I don't dabble. My family has been looking for this fortune for a very long time. So much blood.
Telling you, man, I know it's been a long time coming. 2017
Yeah.
was when they announced Tom Holland was going to play Nathan Drake in the big screen adaptation of Uncharted. Just 4 years, one pandemic later, we finally got a trailer.
Antonio Banderas could say anything to me. He could be like, "You have prostate cancer." I'd be like, "Say it again, you sexy son of a bitch. Say it slower."
All of a sudden, moist. What happened?
Yeah.
The trailer looks cool, man. I still don't know if I'm sold. I still don't know if I'm sold on Wahlberg as Sully.
Yeah, I mean, I think he breaks out the mustache because I did think I saw like some like behind the scenes thing where he does have a mustache because the character in the game, he's iconic for his big gray mustache. But this is like the prequel to all the games that happened. But I'm very excited to check this out. Now, it's directed by Ruben Fleischer. He's the guy who directed the first Venom film. He also directed the very first Zombieland as well. So he does have some, big movie experience. So I think this should be pretty cool.
And I really liked it. It looks like there's a crap ton of action in this movie. And in the trailer, I mean, there are like, a few shot-for-shot things you see in the game.
Yeah.
And I wanted that.
Yeah.
I want to feel like, I don't need to feel like I'm in the game, but I definitely wanted to see some of those iconic things from the game.
Right. So if you have not seen the Uncharted trailer, we're going to drop it into the chat on the live stream. If you're watching today via Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch, today is a great day to obviously watch the live stream because we look really good.
and we got beer for breakfast.
And we have a dog coming in at 9 o'clock. So
that's going to be awesome.
Kind of have to watch that.
All right, coming up next, going to let you know how you can score tickets for Welcome to Rockville. Your chance to win starts Monday. All the details coming up. Cotter and Marshall, Rock 1061.
Charles would like to know, how do you all find time to watch all this shit? If I can't watch something while driving, I don't get to see it.
At night. At night is usually
usually at night.
Sometimes I'll watch when I get home.
Sundays too.
Yeah.
After I watch the Bears lose, I usually get in anywhere between 2 to possibly 5 episodes of something, depending on how much I'm into it.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, like when I get home to do, some work, if I'm just writing trivia, I can watch some stuff while I'm writing trivia. Usually I don't, Phantasm. It was on as I'm writing some trivia. I don't feel I need to be
You
fixated.
you don't need to be locked in when you're watching Phantasm films.
Squid Game, I'm doing nothing.
Oh, yeah.
I'm focused on that.
Yeah.
So
let's see. I go home for lunch on a general regular day at 12 noon. A little after 12 noon, I'm sitting at my kitchen table.
Right.
I'm always watching The Office. I don't know why. That's just kind of my my zen moment. I eat whatever I got. Office, and then I don't watch TV again until probably at least 7:30 every night because I don't think I turn it on until at least that on like a regular weeknight. So I don't get a ton of time. Yeah, usually it's a lot of Sunday. Sometimes Friday nights if we're staying in. We get it. You're tired. Jesus,
I know. I'm sorry.
I don't think that amount of stretching is going to help. You know what you need, Cotter? Your coffee.
Oh,
your
shoot.
superpower.
Yeah, I do. Guys.
Get the hell out of here.
I'll be back.
Go get it. You deserve it. Juana says, she sacrifices sleep. She goes, I watch the old episodes of Master Chef on my phone while I'm doing stuff. The other shows I'll sit down with the boss man and watch with him. We haven't done that in a long time as a couple. Yes, the magic bean water, Heather. Yeah. Tony says, tell him to wait. Why? Is this like a Final Destination thing where the coffee machine's going to blow up and he's going to die? I don't know what's going on here. All right, gang, big show today. Got Chris Moody coming in from Moodrights and Over Yonder. It's a really cool bar that is over on Victory in Abercorn. If you have not got out to check out Moodrights Over Yonder, and within like a block, you got Green Truck, and then also you have Lone Wolf Lounge. I think it's Lone Wolf Lounge. That is a great spot to go out this weekend. Go grab some food. Go grab some craft cocktails, some burgers, whatever. It's just a great spot to go and spend a little time this weekend if you haven't already.
Yes, it is.
So Dune is the big movie that's coming out this weekend.
Okay.
It's officially available on HBO Max. So you have, I think it's a window of 4 weeks to watch it on the HBO Max streaming service before it goes away.
Right.
And then it'll eventually come back like the rest of the movies do. But I think they give it like a special block where you have to kind of go watch it. But I kind of want to go watch Dune. Everyone's it seems like a little hyped up where it's going to be a bit of a thing.
Right.
And I'm interested a little bit.
I finally watched a trailer for it.
Okay.
And I went, okay.
It's got a lot of people I know.
A lot of people.
Jason Momoa.
Right.
Dave Bautista.
Looks like there's a lot of action going on.
That whoever the Timothy Chalamet. I don't know him from anything, but I know he's going to be the new Willy Wonka.
So the trailer gave me, I'm not going to say hope because it's not like something I was gunning for. Trailer gave me a little maybe desire to watch it.
Mm-hmm.
I will not go to the theater to see it, but I would definitely take advantage of HBO Max.
So it's got Denis Villeneuve. He's the guy who directed the last Blade Runner movie.
Okay.
And I thought that Blade Runner movie was fun, and it looked incredible. So I'm excited to maybe check this out. Maybe this is one of my Sunday viewings after the Bears lose to the Buccaneers, where the Buccaneers are like almost 2 touchdown favorites. Ooh. 2 touchdowns. That's just disrespectful. That is so disrespectful.
Yeah, they're going to kick your ass with a quarterback who's obviously out of his prime.
Mm-hmm. That's very obviously. Should not be playing football anymore. So IGN has reviewed Dune.
Okay.
Dune is a gorgeous but imperfect epic, a technical wonder that spends too much time setting up a third act that never comes. But they knew they were going to split this into 2 movies.
Yeah.
So I just think of it that way. But IGN gives it a 7 out of 10.
Okay.
I'll watch that. Trust me, I've watched a lot worse than 7 out of 10.
Me too. Me too.
Yes, it's today after the show. I got some stuff to do. Got to set up our sister station, Hot 98.3. They have a remote tomorrow.
Okay.
After we had, 6 events yesterday. We had the grand opening of the Palmetto Goodwill. Went really well in Bluffton, I've been told.
Good.
Then we were out at Trunk or Treat at Habersham YMCA. So we got one more event tomorrow. And then we'll see how well our talent, our other coworkers, put back everything in the vehicles.
I'm sure it will be done with great care and precision.
Well, I looked, and Cotter, that is a lie.
What?
Yeah. It turns out our coworkers don't give a shit about me and what I do, making sure that they are set up for success at events. They just don't care. Heather says, have you all seen the trailer for Spencer? It's about Princess Di. I have not seen that. I know it's got the Kristen girl in it. What's her name? The Twilight girl, Kristen Stewart.
Oh, okay.
I know she's in it.
All right, we got about a minute and a half, or minute 45.
We're going to talk about Welcome to Rockville, how you guys can win yourself some tickets starting on Monday. Speaking of, let me do this real quick. Get the lineup of Welcome to Rockville out. That's gigantic. Okay. Yep, that'll work fine. Heather says the Spencer trailer is good and Kristen Stewart portrays Princess Di well. Had to do a double take. Yeah.
Nice.
All right, guys. Once again, beer for breakfast coming up in the 9 o'clock hour. We'll also talk some horror stuff in the 8 o'clock hour today. The Nightmare on Elm Street house is up for sale. So we kind of came up with a few ideas on what horror houses we'd like to own and live in. So we'll talk about that at the top of the 8 o'clock hour today. Plus, our calling question of the day is, who is the greatest spokesperson of all time? Real person, cartoon, character? Let us know in the chat if you want.
All right, we'll be right back. Want some tickets for Welcome to Rockville? Got details on how you can score those. Welcome to Rockville hits Daytona November 11th through the 14th. Getting bands like Slipknot, Metallica, Disturbed, Skynyrd, Mudvayne, The Offspring, Zombie, A Day to Remember. It's 4 days of just awesomeness.
Yeah, 4 days long. The very first time Welcome to Rockville has pushed it to that 4-day arena. So here's how you win tickets to go check out Welcome to Rockville in Daytona Beach. Starting Monday at the top of every single hour, you're going to hear a spooky song. It may scare you after you get done peeing your pants. Listen up for that keyword that's going to go along with it. Once you hear it, text it in, and you're going to be in the running to win yourself Welcome to Rockville tickets. We have multiple 4-day passes to hand out next week, so listen up all week long.
Yeah, it's going to run through Halloween on Sunday. If you want more details, hit up the website, rock1061.com. Coming up after 7 o'clock, call, comment, and text 800-394-1061. Just a fun one today. Who is the greatest spokesperson of all time? It could be a real person, be a character, be a cartoon. Who is your favorite? Who's the best? The greatest spokesperson of all time. Looking for those calls, comments, and texts now. Your stories after 7 o'clock. Cotter and Marshall, Rock 1061.
All right, guys, once again, our question of the day is, who is the greatest spokesperson of all time? Real person, cartoon, doesn't matter. Let us know in the chat, and we'll talk about it here in just a bit. Charles says, positive thoughts for us in the Horde. Dream of rainbows and ladybugs. free beer, and endless tugs. May your love kiss you on the lips. Please, Cotter, show the girls your manly nips. Have a great day. Hope the lottery will pay. Wow, that may be your best poem yet, Charles.
That was really good.
That's really good.
It was really inspiring.
So have you been following it all or seen anything in regards to the Philadelphia 76ers and Ben Simmons?
No.
Oh, hey, there's Tony.
What up?
What's going on?
Oh, wow. Look at that.
Oh, yeah. Cutter's Point. I don't know. I'll take the most basic bitch one you got.
Regular would be great.
Yeah. Look at this, Tony coming to the rescue.
Thank you so much.
Inside the studio.
Thank you, Tony.
Thanks, Tony. It's so early.
I know.
That's the nicest thing any one of our not coworkers have done for us.
And probably just our coworkers.
Yeah, including coworkers. Look at this. Tony, member of the Horde here, came in. Oh, look at that. Brought in some Cutter's Point coffee. I don't know which one I got, but it's the basic bitch one. And then she said she brought us some cheese danishes.
And then a bowl and dog food.
Yeah, and a bowl and some biscuits for the dog that's coming in this morning. This is possibly the best day ever. I don't know.
Damn.
I kind of want to end the show.
We're done, guys.
Get out of here. Stupid. Charles says Tony is the teacher's pet. Yes, she is. You don't bring us coffee, Charles. Oh, that's delicious.
Is it?
Yeah. That's some beautiful, tasty, not spicy, jizzy water sauce.
That's nice.
All right, so back before we got incredibly interrupted. That's the interruption I would like to have
every day.
More in my life.
Every day.
Yeah, preferably. And now it makes sense. Now, Tony said a little while ago, when you went to go get your coffee, she goes, tell him to wait. And I was like, is this a final destination type thing? Like the coffee machine's going to explode and Cotter will die? And she just wrote yes. So that's why I didn't say anything.
Well, let it happen.
Well, yeah, I don't want to tempt fate. What if for some reason I save your life and then it comes after me? No offense.
Thank you.
No. Did you hear anything? Did you go, Cotter, don't do it? I just let it go, but there you go. Wow. Anyway, so Ben Simmons, Philadelphia 76ers. So he decided that he wanted to be traded in the offseason. And the 76ers are like, nah, we good. Come to work. So he came to work, but he told no one he was showing up. He just started knocking on the door like the day before the season showed up.
Right.
He got his like COVID shot or whatever. He was allowed to practice. He was kicked out of practice because he was just like, the coach was like, hey, Ben Simmons, go shoot free throws. And he's like, nah, I'm good. And he's like, get out of here then. So he was suspended for a game.
Right.
He was like, and they make a ton of money in the NBA. So by getting suspended one game, he lost $1.5 million.
Jesus.
Yeah. So now Ben Simmons has said that he has an injury, he has back stiffness, and he's got some mental illness, which is causing him not to want to be there. So sources say Doc Rivers asked Ben Simmons to join a defensive drill today. Simmons refused. Rivers asked again. Simmons said no again. And that's when he told him to go home. And Simmons apparently dropped the ball and left. Then Simmons revealed, because he came in the next day, said he had back tightness to several staff members. He was briefly treated, and then he went home. Then at some point, mental illness came into the equation, and now he's currently not at camp. This dude is trying everything to get traded. Now, according to the general manager of the 76ers, the belief by Sixers general manager is he is faking injury and mental illness. He apparently, that's the way they feel. And the general manager now says that Ben just needs to come to work straight up. And if he wants to be traded, not to worry about it because he's not going to be. He said Ben Simmons is signed to the 76ers for the next 4 years, and if it takes 4 years for him to come play, they're willing to wait it out.
Wow.
That's what the general manager said. So this is one of the most interesting sports stories happening right now, and I love it. I love a good game of hardball when it comes to basketball.
That is a tasty cheese Danish.
Oh, yeah. Excuse us while we eat cheese Danishes, but they were delivered by Tony.
It'd be rude not to.
Yeah, it'd be rude not to eat these cheese Danishes. And if anyone from Cutter's Point is watching, hey, Cutter's Point, sponsor the show. We just said how great your stuff was. That's a delightful cheese Danish.
It's really good.
It's like got sugary, but it's like got a crunch to it. Oh, that's real nice. All right, guys, coming up for our call-in today, once again, who is the greatest spokesperson of all time, whether they be real or fake, like a cartoon? Tell us why you think that person is the greatest of all time as well. And then we'll share a couple from what you guys say, and, of course, our Facebook here in a bit. We'll also share ours. How do you want to work the first break? I know we still got like 10 minutes before we do it, but
right. I've got several, so I mean it's less story driven.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean I don't know if I can go through several of mine, and then we can hit up the listeners, then like save yours for the if you've got several, or if you want to go through several of yours first, that's fine too. I've
got two that I grabbed of two incredible spokespeople. One you're not going to believe I'm going to say.
I put 6 down.
Oh, goddamn. Overachiever there. Get rid of these real quick. Hey, Mike, what's going on? Oh, man, that's awesome. Mike says, hey, guys, great show. Love listening.
Thank you.
We love the positive vibes on the show today. Once again, Charles, our poet laureate of the show, dropping in an incredible poem, probably his best yet.
Yes.
Once again, I'll read it here because I think it's so great. Dream of rainbows and ladybugs, free beer and endless tugs. May your love kiss you on the lips. Please, Cotter, show the girls your manly nips. Have a great day. Hope the lottery will pay. It really hits all the notes.
It's good.
I mean, it just hits everything.
It's good.
Hits me right in the feels. Great poem, Charles. Great poem, bud.
So, of course, there's all kinds of stuff going on with Dave Chappelle because of his...
the trans community not happy with Dave Chappelle.
A lot of transphobic jokes, I guess, in the special. I haven't seen it yet. And the CEO or one of the big guys at Netflix has really stood behind Chappelle with the whole thing. There was somebody within the company of Netflix who complained and was, I guess, let go.
Mm-hmm.
You had multiple people walk out and protest who work at Netflix. The latest thing is Dave Chappelle says he's open to sit down and talk with the trans community. Haven't dove into it more than that yet, but I think that's good on him.
Yeah, I mean, if you watch Dave Chappelle's latest comedy special, he was telling jokes about the trans community, and it upset them, which, whatever. People can get upset for whatever reason. But I don't feel like he really attacked the trans community ever. And he actually, I think he told a lot of those jokes because he actually had a friend who was trans that he actually brings up at the end of the episode that killed themselves. And it was something that really affected him. So he spent a lot of time talking about the trans community in his latest special. Have you seen it?
I have not seen it.
It's a great special, and I don't think he did anything to really upset them, but I'm not part of that community.
Right.
So what am I to say? But I think the reaction to it seems over the top almost, but I don't know.
Yeah.
But it seems a bit much, but good for him. Good for him wanting to talk to those people and maybe they can, come to an understanding. I don't know. But people are always going to disagree, and people are always going to tell jokes, and some people are going to be offended because those jokes are about them, and some people won't because they're not about them. So
yeah,
that's kind of life. In a little bit brighter news, Cotter, here's a headline. Just give me your instant reaction. Authorities charge 14-year-old child with arson after fire at Rinkin Walmart. Instant reaction?
Duh.
So authorities say they have made an arrest after a suspicious fire shut down the Rinkin Walmart. The Effingham County Sheriff's Office says a 14-year-old juvenile has been taken into custody and charged with arson. Oh, thank you, WJCL. I needed that ad. Where are we at? They say the teen was arrested thanks to tips from the community. The teen's identity is not being released due to his age. The store announced Wednesday it was closed and would remain that way for several days.
Damn.
Where will the fine people of Effingham County go shop at what? Pooler?
No.
Pooler?
No.
Kidding me?
Does it say what this kid set on fire or how?
I don't see anything.
Okay.
But apparently that fire was so
bad.
So bad it's going to be closed for a few days. Morning, Bob. What's going on, man? Was there an Uncharted trailer released? Yes, there was. Sorry, I think I actually forgot to drop that in real quick, but I'll do that right now.
It's fun. I mean, it is crazy, stupid, over the top, which is why it's fun. Okay, so headlines, I get it. This headline's just bad when it comes to this Alec Baldwin thing.
Okay.
Alec Baldwin shoots 2 in New Mexico movie set mishap. 1 dead, 1 wounded.
Wow, it really sounds like he did it on purpose.
I'm going to shoot you now. What the hell, guys? Come on.
Yeah.
That is clickbait.
Tony, to answer your question, it's today. Rob, Rob. Have I ever called you Rob before? Bob. The Uncharted trailer I just dropped into the chat if you want to check it out. Morning, Red. How are you, buddy? Ooh, Sheila says sporting good clothes went to the garden center. Is that you're talking about the fire at Walmart, Sheila? So did they? Can you share a little bit more? I mean, did they take sporting good clothes to the garden center and set them on fire? Yes. Oh, okay. Wild. Let's see. Well, thankfully they did in the garden center. Access to water right there. Why didn't Walmart just put out the fire with the hoses they have set up for the plants? Huh?
I know.
Yeah, help yourself.
Somebody had a chance to step up.
Yeah, don't call the fire department. Tony, so I've helped 2 Horde members get PlayStation 5s.
Yeah.
Tony's PlayStation 5 arrives today.
Oh, okay. Nice.
So her husband is about to get the best wedding gift of all time.
And this coffee is just your payment for that. So
right,
hopefully enjoy.
I was hoping for some, massages for life. I was going to get Charles a tug. I don't know. Sheila says, no, the smoke and sprinklers went through and the fire was spreading. Their toys are gone. Oh, my God. So Walmart was really messed up. I mean, dude, that must have done probably near $100,000 or more. I mean, if it damaged toys, it hit. I mean, the sprinkler's gone off. A lot of merchandise has to be looked over, see if they can even save it because it's got all water. Oh man, yeah. Now I know why that 14-year-old got arrested. But here's the thing: at least he did it when he was 14 years old because his records will be sealed previous to that. So hopefully he can, not be a shitbag later in life and set things on fire.
Well, he's off to a great start.
Tony says, no mother effing tugs ever. No, I just said I was going to get Charles one from the money that you were going to pay me, not at a Perfect Touch massage. Tony, that's ridiculous. You don't offer tugs there. Right?
We have to go to a way less reputable establishment.
Yeah, I go to the spot on Largo. Where it's on a menu. Rob, our friend from New Zealand's on. What's up, Rob? Are those crazy weekend sale riot mob videos for real over there?
Unfortunately, some of them are, yeah.
Actually, yes. They're So the best thing to do, honestly, is
shop online.
Usually, so the day after Thanksgiving here in America, Rob, is the best day to go on Twitter and just watch all of those videos. And you know what the best thing to do is? And my friend started doing it a while ago. So the day of Christmas and the day after Christmas, he would search terms like the biggest holiday terms like iPhone and whatever the kids want nowadays. And my friend will retweet every shitty message a child will put out on Twitter or TikTok. So they would be like, my broke-ass parents could only afford the newest or the last generation of Apple iPod, whatever. And he will retweet all of them.
That's funny.
Yeah. I mean, it's ridiculous. So, yeah, Americans are the worst, 100%. That's what I'm trying to say.
It is an S show, man.
Oh, Charles, thank you for dropping in your best spokespeople. Do highly appreciate that. Once again, our question of the day we're going to bring up here in just a few minutes, 3 minutes till we get back on the air, is who is the greatest spokesperson of all time? Real person, cartoon, it doesn't matter. Let us know, and we will share your thoughts with everyone here on the air in just a bit. Yeah, Rhett, we got yours, man. Thank you. Yeah, the trailer for Uncharted looks good. I'm still not convinced about Tom Holland as Nathan Drake. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know.
I'm more sold on that, and it's not even just the mustache thing with Sully. Sully, to me, yeah, I mean, he could be a little bit of an ass kicker, but Mark Wahlberg is he looks too good. You know what I mean? It's not how I pictured Sully at all. Where's the Hawaiian shirt? Give me a cigar. What's going on?
Tony, I agree with you there. Tony says, so I feel like the spokesperson question is hard to answer. For some reason, the Wendy's or the beef lady comes to mind. She and the commercial have been over for 25 years now, and we still know it.
Yeah.
But is she really a spokesperson, or was she just one of the greatest?
Yeah.
I don't know, commercials for a spot of all time. Best spokesperson, Pinhead from Hellraiser. Get it? Get it?
I get it.
Genius, Rob. Robert says, yeah, hashtag not my Sully.
All right, we got about a minute. Do you want to go first? Want me to go first?
Yeah, I'll share mine first.
Okay.
I had to go back into the annals.
Yeah.
I almost said anal. Annals of time to find my best spokesperson, because the obvious ones are, well, too obvious. So I'll share mine here.
Okay.
Sean says Ed, and Eddie. They were always pulling some scams. I've never watched Ed, and Eddie.
Yeah.
You?
Nope.
No. Your kids ever watch it?
No. I think it was probably I was too old. My kids were probably too young. It was probably somewhere in the middle there.
All right, guys. Once again, the question of the day is, who's the greatest spokesperson of all time? Real person, cartoon, whatever. Just let us know. Into the chat. You can text us, or you can call us, 1-800-394-1061.
All right, guys. We'll be right back. Who is the greatest spokesperson of all time? Real person, cartoon, just a character that is serving as a spokesperson for a company? Hit us up now, 800-394-1061. We are taking your calls, comments, and texts this morning. Who is the greatest spokesperson of all time? Real person, cartoon, character? It doesn't matter.
So, Cotter, I didn't want to go with an obvious one because, I think my personal choice would probably be William Shatner, the Priceline commercials.
Yeah.
He just seems so great at those. They were so funny when Priceline first came out, and there's the stories that he got paid, in stock. Yeah. And Priceline just started, and it started off, as $1, and now it's, $1 bajillion, and he made millions of dollars selling off his Priceline stock, a decade later.
Right.
But I had to go back into the annals of time.
All right.
Way back to 1978. You know where I'm going?
I don't.
You know where I'm going here?
I don't. Maybe you're going to take one that I was thinking.
So this spokesperson, I didn't know was a spokesperson for this company.
Okay.
But the one and only, still alive to this day, revered, and recently released from jail, O.J. Simpson is my choice.
Really?
As best spokesperson. Now, he was a spokesperson for the Hertz Rent-A-Car, and at that point, he was still the Heisman Trophy running back. I mean, he was running into the hearts of America before he was stabbing them. If you were his girlfriend, I choose him as the best spokesperson possibly of all time.
It's an interesting take.
I wanted to go off the beaten path. I could have said, I could have went William Shatner, Priceline. Could have went the Kool-Aid Man. I could have went a million different directions, but I thought, you know what? OJ really cuts to the point. He really stabs in the idea that you should rent directly from Hertz Rent-A-Car. And if you don't, what you could do? Rent from some other company? You could die. And he has an idea of how that could happen. So you know what? I'm going with O.J. Simpson.
I remember the ads, and it's him running through the airport
with a knife in his pocket, a pair of gloves in his back pocket.
Didn't get that detail.
Oh, they probably fell out.
But it was running to the Hertz counter to get his car. So I remember the ads.
Yeah, there you go.
It's a bold take, but I remember the ads.
I'm just saying. I'm just cutting to the point and letting you know that O.J. Simpson, I'm doing a lot. That's my choice.
All right, who's the greatest spokesperson of all time? Real person, cartoon, character, it doesn't matter. Tessie hit us up, basically gave us her Mount Rushmore.
Oh, okay.
Number 1, Ving Rhames as the Arby's voice.
Okay, I love those commercials.
So good.
They have the meats. Do you understand that?
And probably the meat sweats as well, but they got the meats.
Yeah.
Number 2, I am so upset that I did not think of this one.
Oh, yeah.
Macho Man Randy Savage with the Slim Jims.
He wasn't even on your list?
No.
I honestly can't say Slim Jims without going, oh, yeah, Slim Jim. You can't do it without thinking of one and one.
All right, number 3 on Tessie's list, the Kool-Aid Man.
Another oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right, number 4. She said, this is, I'm showing my age here, Fred the Baker, time to make the donuts.
Don't know it.
From Dunkin' Donuts. He gets up early in the morning, guy, time to make the donuts, and he'd go to work, and nobody,
So Fred the Baker hated his job as the Dunkin' Donuts donut maker?
I don't think he was actually working for Dunkin'. Did he work for the competition, and nobody came to buy his donuts? I don't remember.
Wow.
It's been a while since I've seen those ads. All I remember is, time to make the donuts.
Well, those are 4 great choices. Obviously, I still think O.J. Simpson's a little bit better. No big deal. But a lot of people on social media, Cotter, wrote this as a answer to our question. Once again, our question of the day is, who is the greatest spokesperson of all time? Multiple people said Ric Flair.
Woo. I have seen some of his, because he's not like a national spokesperson for anything. Ric Flair's been married 57 times.
Yeah.
And
So is he a spokesperson for divorce?
He is a spokesperson for love.
Yeah.
Because he...
Spokesperson for drugs
keeps
and
falling
alcohol?
into love. Maybe. Well, he claims never have done drugs. Dude drank.
Yeah.
Dude drank.
Spokesperson for limousines, planes, Rolex watches.
A spokesperson for Space Mountain.
Wow. Would you ride Space Mountain with Ric Flair? The literal Space Mountain, not his Space Mountain?
Both. Yes. Yes, I would. Well, the picture, the photo opportunity of you riding Space Mountain with Mr. Space Mountain.
Yeah.
I'm in.
100%. What if his Space Mountain fell out? What if his hammer just fell right out of his pants while Space Mountain was doing all those twisted turns?
If you've heard stories about Ric Flair, it's probably happened.
What if
several times.
What if the ride slowed down, you looked down, and it was just laying on your lap? Hey, Rick, could you get that Woo! Get that right up. Woo! Off my leg. Woo! 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 Please, Lord God, get off my leg.
Who is the greatest spokesperson of all time?
Get off me.
Who is the greatest spokesperson of all time?
I don't want to ride this ride anymore.
Real cartoon or character. 800-394-1061. We got more of your stories coming up. Guns N' Roses in a hard school.
I want to go home.
Rock 1061.
Crying. We got a call. I'm literally crying. Took a dick.
Rock 1061. Who's this?
It's Corey. What's going on?
Hey,
What up, dude?
How's it going, man?
Oh, doing good, man. Just headed to work. All right. Spokesperson, Smokey the Bear.
Yes.
On my list, man. 100%. You know what I've never done? Started a forest fire.
Yes, recently.
Good for you, winning.
But no, I mean, I agree. Growing up as a kid, you saw Smokey the Bear all the time, man.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, and I mean, everything's been so dry. I'm working down here in Savannah, working from out of town, and you know, these guys out here working in the field, man, throwing cigarette butts. So, you know, you guys are trying to kill us all.
Hey, with Smokey the Bear, didn't he always seem kind of too chill? He was like stern but chill. Do you ever think you think Smokey the Bear got high?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
He just took edibles though, right? Because he didn't want the fire. He didn't want the smoke.
Don't flick your joint.
His name is Smokey. I mean,
I know.
I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah. I know. There's a lot to think
Yeah,
about
there really is.
Yeah. Well, thanks for calling in, dude. We
Awesome,
appreciate
man.
it.
Thank you.
Thanks. Take it.
See it. Let me edit that up, guys.
We'll be right back. All right, guys, back on the live stream. Thanks for hanging out while Cotter edited up that info. And here we go.
Yeah, we got to go. We are taking your calls, comments, and texts today. Who is the greatest spokesperson of all time? Real person, cartoon, or character? For me, it's like I went a little more recent than you did, Marshall. The one that has always stood out to me ever since they debuted it is the most interesting man in the world.
The Dos Equis guy.
From
Yeah.
Dos Equis.
Yeah.
I think the biggest mistake they ever did was try to rebrand that campaign with a different person.
Yeah, who did they replace him with?
It was a younger guy.
Yeah.
He always,
yeah.
always go. I think the ending to the original was him going into space, wasn't it? It was like in a rocket going into space.
Yeah.
And then they had a new guy. It doesn't work for me. That old guy is. I want to go have Dos Equis with this dude and just hang out and chill.
Yeah, the most interesting guy. Where is he alive still?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I believe he's definitely still alive. But
And why did they get rid of him? I'm like, did they just want to move on, or was he like asking for $1 billion to shoot a commercial?
that is a good question. I don't know, and I'm sure they instantly regretted this decision because I haven't seen the new set of commercials with the new guy nearly as much as the OG most interesting man in the world.
So this isn't one that anyone actually chimed in with, but Cotter, what about the smoking hot redhead from the is it AT&T commercials?
Oh yeah,
not like she's like the counterpart to like Flo. Like Flo is to Progressive as like the super cute redhead from the AT&T commercials,
right?
And she's always wearing something very conservative in those AT&T commercials. But back like a decade ago, she went to a Halloween party where she was wearing a bustier,
right?
And it made the rounds on the internet because everyone is always very horny on the internet,
right?
She is a smoke show. I totally forgot her as a spokesperson.
Yeah.
She would definitely hit my Mount Rushmore for many reasons.
I mean, is Flo like the pinnacle of spokespeople now? I mean, that character has been around for how many years? I mean, it's like you sit there and actually watch the commercials sometimes because they're just entertaining.
And she hasn't aged at all.
No.
And I think undercover, Flo's sort of hot, right?
Yeah, 100%.
I wouldn't kick her out of bed.
No,
I'd let her toast me some toast, like type of situation. That's I don't know. Those are just two that really came up real quick. How about this one? Brandon dropped in on the Facebook page. It said, Ben Stein with clear eyes. That was forever ago.
That was. Now, I mean, Ben Stein, obviously claim to fame, Ferris Bueller. I mean, prior to that, I think he was a speechwriter for like Richard Nixon.
Mm-hmm.
But claim to fame, we all know him from the teacher in Ferris Bueller. Bueller. Went on to do Win Ben Stein's Money with Jimmy Kimmel before Kimmel made it big.
Oh, yeah.
And then, he did the Clear Eyes thing. I mean, his deadpan delivery is just... I mean, it's iconic at this point in time. It's what he's known for.
Yeah, it's 100%. I love Ben Stein. And yeah, he had that game show. I forgot about that. He did that for a while. Now let's move on when it comes to our question of the day. Who is the greatest spokesperson of all time? We have a lot of animals to touch upon, and we will not touch them in an aggressive way. Let's start off with the Geico gecko.
Yes.
I mean, the run that the Geico gecko has had, I mean, it's them and the cavemen, right? Although they're not animals. Those are the two that I've remembered forever.
Yeah, I like the cavemen better. I think you could do more things with them, and they're more entertaining. I mean, they got their own TV show for a while, if you remember.
Oh, my God, they did.
Now,
worst mistake ever.
I want to say...
Worse than the Titanic.
That the first voice of the Geico gecko was Kelsey Grammer.
Really?
I believe so.
That sounds about right.
I want to look into it now, but I believe the first voice of the Geico gecko was Kelsey Grammer. I mean, I don't know. The gecko, it's been around for probably decades at this point in time. I don't care. I mean, you got to respect the run.
What about moving on with animals, the Aflac duck? Gilbert Godfrey was the voice of the duck for a long time.
Got in some trouble, said some things that Geico didn't like.
Which one? Which time was it? What did he say this time?
One of the times.
Well, no, speak word for word what Gilbert Godfrey said, so we can remember what he said, Cotter.
It's good, but he's out.
What about something that I honestly, a spokesperson they should bring back when it comes to animals?
Yeah,
the Taco Bell dog. Everyone loves dogs.
Yeah,
you kidding me?
I agree.
Little dog. I mean, when's the last time, especially Halloween, you're going to see dogs dressed up as tacos? When have you ever seen that in your life? You're like, well, that's dumb. Because it's not.
It's not dumb.
Dogs dressed up as tacos is possibly the cutest thing ever.
So is Tony the Tiger then like the number one? I mean, I know he's
on the Mount Rushmore when it comes to cartoon or just animals in general spokespeople.
I mean, he's not number one, just Mount Rushmore?
I don't know if he's one.
Really?
Yeah.
Who's better than Tony the Tiger?
When it comes to animal mascots?
Yes.
I don't know. What about Spuds McKenzie?
He didn't speak, though.
What? Is this an animal, the California raisins?
I don't think so. I don't
know. I'm just asking questions here, man.
All right.
Budweiser frogs.
You know what? I'll give you that. They at least spoke.
Yeah.
Kind of. Ish.
Yeah. I don't know. I think Tony Tech may be up there. I don't know if he's one.
All right.
It's debatable.
Who is the greatest spokesperson of all time? Real person, cartoon, character, it doesn't matter. I got a call from Corey we're going to get to next. Corey's maybe the number one animal mascot or spokesperson.
Oh, that's true.
We'll get to that next. Stick around. Cotter and Marshall, Rock 106.1.
So we put these questions out a day before we talk about them, right? And we have a listener. His name is Brent, and he says the same thing on everything. Did you see this?
Oh, yeah. Well, you know the story behind this, right? I think it was before you.
Yeah, I don't remember. I don't know this.
So back in the day on the Facebook page, kind of when we first got it and you're just trying to, it's new. It's this Wild West. You don't know what to do. You really don't know how to get the most out of it. What you're doing doesn't make sense. So we had a rule. It was called the Your Mom Rule. So if we posted a question on the Rock 106.1 Facebook page, the first person to answer your mom won a prize.
Wow.
And Brent is an old school listener. I mean, Brent, when I first got here, dude was a listener.
He's been around.
So he probably, I'm guessing, remembers that because we had to stop it. It got so out of hand and so stupid. We're like, all right, guys, this is it. This is the last Your Mom contest we're doing on Facebook because it got so dumb. But I mean, it was a lot of fun. And I'm guessing now he's just reliving the glory days.
So Brent said, there is no greater spokesperson than Cotter's mom. I was like, damn, man.
Thanks.
He went for it. When it comes to animals, too, we could bring this up, but Tony actually brought up a couple good ones. How about Toucan Sam and Woodsy the Owl? I'm guessing Woodsy the Owl is the
Tootsie Roll
guy,
yeah,
right?
I think so. And we'll definitely go right into
trivia. Okay.
Yep.
All right, guys, once again, there's another call. Once again, we're going to be giving away our last pair of tickets to go check out Ayron Jones tomorrow. District Live. Buy your tickets, rock1061.com.
Rock 106.1 is this.
Howdy, Vic.
What's up, Vic?
Hey, Vic, what's up, man?
Time to make the donuts.
Yes, it is time to make the donuts. Do you remember that commercial?
Yeah, and it reminded me of my dad.
Did your dad make
That
donuts?
poor guy, he get up early as hell, like 4 o'clock in the morning. And I remember, I think to myself, time to make the donuts.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes you got to.
Poor guy.
Vic, what are you getting into this weekend?
Ayron, dude, I can't even think. It's so freaking early in the morning, dude.
Ayron Jones?
That's the ticket. That's the weekend right there. And probably going to go see my son. He's playing up in Statesboro with his band.
Nice.
Austin and the Savannah Roads.
Savannah Rose is the name of the band?
Austin, Neil, and Savannah Roads.
Nice.
Yeah, you got to go check him out. Look him up online. He's the one playing guitar. Well, you know Dylan. You've seen it. But top of the morning to y'all, and the time to make the damn shitty ass donuts.
Go get it done, man.
All right, Vic. Have a good one, buddy.
Later, fella.
See ya.
Vic was rather subdued right there.
Yeah, he was.
Cotter had a very strange look on his face because our recording machine stopped recording right in the middle of that.
I was very worried because I'm like, we got trivia coming up. That ain't good.
It's not good. All right, we're in commercials right now on Rock 106.1. Once again, our question of the day, who is the greatest spokesperson of all time? We're going to wrap up our convo here in just a little bit. We're going to start off. You want to start off with that call then? Or you want to end it with the call?
Let's start off with the call. I think that's good.
So you'll do a soft intro.
Yeah.
Go right into the call, and then let's see. Let's find a spot to end it. I mean, I can bring up Toucan Sam and Woodsy the Owl.
I got a text, too. It's
okay.
Kind of funny. I mean, it's really not a spokesperson, but it's kind of funny. Woodsy the Owl is good. There is... What was the other one from Facebook?
Sean says the bear from Hams.
Oh, shit. That's funny. Yo! Oh, we haven't gotten into, the other ones yet. Oh, yeah. We got at least mention, Billy Mays and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we definitely have to. Vince from ShamWow, all those people.
Duff man. Wanda mentioned it on the Facebook page. I don't know if we'll get to it or not, but Mayhem.
Oh, that's
the dude from the car insurance, right?
Yeah,
commercials?
That's a good one.
Kevin Hudson said Evil Knievel. Was he a spokesperson for something other than just killing himself?
I'm sure he was back in the day. I mean, he was so effing popular. I'm sure he was.
A band called Nine Left Dead, or was it a band? Maybe, I don't know. They said Bugs Bunny. Cool. All right, totally cool. Not weird at all. Charles dropped in with his. He said he had 3 spokespeople. He said David Leisure from Isuzu.
Oh, I remember him.
I don't remember. Number 2, OJ for Hertz, just for the irony. And he goes, number 1, Bo Jackson for Nike.
Bo knows.
Hey, he had a good run, man.
He did. All right, got about 3.5 minutes.
Don Garman said Dan Aykroyd with Bass-O-Matic. I have no idea what that is.
It's a skit on Saturday Night Live where he'd come out and be like, it is the Bass-O-Matic, and he'd throw a fish in a blender and blend the fish, and it was just dumb thing. He also had the run where he played the character that had a kids had toys, and one of the toys was just bag of glass. It was just a bag of shards of glass. So stupid, but effing hilarious.
I had a listener actually text me saying Cindy Crawford for Pepsi. Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
Rhett says Convict Cosby and Jell-O.
I mean, he was synonymous with that, man. He may be wrong to say, but yeah, he was just.
What's the line for Jell-O? Isn't there like a line like what would you do for a Jell-O or something like that?
I don't remember.
Hold on,
I mean, is what would you do for a Klondike bar?
Yeah, tagline for Jell-O.
Klondike bars aren't that good.
No, I'm not about them.
Mm-mm. What would I do? Next to nothing.
1964, the slogan, there's always room for Jell-O.
There you go.
Because it fits around everything else inside of you. Gross. Tony says Puddin' Pops. Oh, yeah.
Dude, I loved the fucking Puddin' Pops, man. Those were so good.
I don't think I ever had them.
Really? Unfortunately, not around anymore. But man, were they delicious.
Well, they're filled with ecstasy, so that's why you liked them so much.
Well, yeah.
After, let's see, trivia here, I'm going to have to go take my Cutter's Point Magic Coffee inspired bathroom trip, if you know what I mean.
I got you. All right, so we're going to come out. We'll play the call.
So what I'll do is I can bring up a couple other of the animal mascots that we talked about. I'll bring up Toucan Sam, Woodsy the Owl, the Sasha the Hams Bear. If you want to go into, I don't really have much else.
I think we mentioned Billy Mays and maybe even Ron Popeil.
Colonel Sanders.
Yeah.
That's kind of one we haven't. Billy Mays. Yeah, Vince from ShamWow. That's kind of it.
Yeah.
At least for now.
All right, we got about a minute.
All right, guys, thanks for hanging around with us this morning on this beautiful Friday we're having. Sun's finally coming out.
Ayron Jones.
Ayron Jones tickets, our very last pair. Shows tomorrow night, District Live. Doors at 7, shows at 8. Ayron Jones is a bad man.
Yeah.
Bad motherfucker. Do your coffee dance in Tim Chenier's trash can. Jesus Christ, Charles. I don't think I want to do that. I mean, he hasn't pissed me off that bad recently. Today. That I know of.
All right, guys, be right back. Who is the greatest spokesperson of all time? Real person, cartoon, character, it doesn't matter. Hit us up. So, Marshall, we were debating who was the greatest animal spokesperson of all time. Went in on Tony the Tiger. I think he's one of the all-time greats.
Yeah.
But I think the real OG was nailed by listener Corey.
All right, spokesperson, Smokey the Bear.
Yes.
Yeah, on my list, man, 100%. You know what I've never done? Started a forest fire.
Yes, recently.
Good for you, winning.
But no, I mean, I agree. Growing up as a kid, you saw Smokey the Bear all the time, man.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, and I mean, everything's been so dry. I'm working down here in Savannah, working from out of town, and you know, these guys out here working in the field, man, throwing cigarette butts. So, you know, you guys are trying to kill us all.
Hey, with Smokey the Bear, didn't he always seem kind of too chill? He was like stern but chill. Do you ever think you think Smokey the Bear got high?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
He just took edibles though, right? Because he didn't want the fire. He didn't want the smoke.
Don't flick your joint.
His name is Smokey. I mean,
I know.
I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah, that's a good life lesson right there. Don't flick your joint. Yeah, if you smoke all the joint, then put it out in an ashtray like a grown adult.
That's true. That's true.
Now, speaking of animals, Cotter, obviously Smokey the Bear, he may be the best. He may be the 1-1 when it comes to the Mount Rushmore of best spokesperson for animals or cartoon animals. But there's a couple I think we didn't hit up, and Tony on the stream reminded us. How about Toucan Sam for Fruit Loops? Everyone knows Toucan Sam.
That is true. That is definitely true.
What about Woodsy the Owl for the Tootsie Pops? You know, that stupid looking owl that was from like that 70s kind of look of animation.
Right.
Also, I think somewhere up there. Also, wait. Sasha the Ham's Bear.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
I remember.
Didn't your dad drink a lot of hams? I remember.
No, he's a stag guy.
Oh.
And now he's Old Milwaukee Light.
Really? Never leveled up when it came to beer.
Nah, he just liked water.
Yeah, he
now, we left out a whole different genre of spokesperson, and that's the infomercial spokesperson.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
There's the old school Romp Appeal, inventor, and then would come in and, try to sell all of his stuff. I think he did the spray on hair back in the 70s. He did all kinds of crazy stuff. There's Vince from ShamWow. I find that guy annoying.
He looks like he was one bad day away from smoking some crystal meth. Or he was just on crystal meth.
There is Phil Swift. He is the guy that sells Flex Seal, cuts the hole in the boat and slaps,
Oh, I love that guy.
He's great.
Yeah, he's like the new Billy Mays because he looks just like Billy Mays.
But Billy Mays, you bring him up, he is number one when it comes, in my opinion, to like the spokesperson like this.
He's dead, right?
He did.
R.I.P. Billy Mays.
Passed away in 2009.
What?
The world has been a worse place for the past 12 years because Billy Mays isn't in it.
Was he the one guy holding us together?
He might have been. It was all Billy Mays.
Oh, man, we did not see that coming.
All right, let's play some trivia. Are you smarter than a community college dropout? We got one more pair of tickets we're giving away. Ayron Jones in town tomorrow night at District Live.
So it's really easy. If you want these tickets, you call us up right now, 1-800-394-1061. The first person in, you automatically win the tickets. They're yours. End of story, done. Then after that, you play trivia against one of us to see, well, if you can make it happen, beating us, which hasn't happened in quite some time.
It's been a minute. Are you smarter than a community college dropout? Call right now to play. Cotter and Marshall, Rock 106.1.
Tony says, Woodsy the Owl was the guy who said, I don't give a hoot about pollute with Smokey the... Oh, okay.
We were totally wrong with that.
What was the Tootsie Pop Owl?
I don't know. I thought it was the Tootsie Pop
I
Owl.
thought it was too.
I forgot about Woodsy. See, Woodsy I don't think makes the cut then. Smokey the Bear stands out. Woodsy, I forgot about Woodsy.
Let's see. Does the Tootsie Pop Owl have a name? The phrase was first introduced in an animated commercial which debuted on the U.S. television, yada, yada, yada. No, it doesn't look like it. I don't think he has a name.
Talk about making the most out of one commercial. Did you ever see another Tootsie Pop commercial? It was legitly just that one.
Yeah. And probably, it was done in the 70s, so it probably cost like $4. $4 to make.
Probably.
Like, can you put a little cap on top of that owl like it graduated from somewhere? But, it's an owl? Sure. Morning, Mac. How are you? All right, guys. We need someone to chime in for Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout Trivia. Going to hook you up with a pair of tickets to go check out Ayron Jones tomorrow.
Somebody did hit us up with a text, said best spokesperson is the Marine that climbed the mountain to slay a dragon for the Marine commercials. Got so many kids to join the Corps.
Sandy says she's heading to Orlando tomorrow to see AEW.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, AEW's doing a Saturday night edition of Rampage this week because playoffs.
Yeah.
Playoffs.
That is cool. Yeah, definitely. Have a good time.
All right, guys. Once again, are you smarter than a community college dropout? Trivia. We're playing it. We need a contestant to chime in. Who wants in? We'll hook you up with a pair of tickets to go check out Ayron Jones tomorrow night here in Savannah. Rob says, yeah, the drill sergeant from Full Metal Jacket would be an amazing spokesperson because you wouldn't want to mess with him.
Can't say no. I gotta buy it.
One of my favorite movies ever. What is Gunnery Sergeant something?
Lee Armory.
Arlie Emery.
There you go.
Yeah. He passed away, right?
He passed away, yeah. He was a legit drill sergeant.
Yep.
And was supposed to help out, with the movie. I don't think was initially cast, but then he sent in a tape of him busting everybody's balls like he does while he was getting pelted with tennis balls or something. And there's a couple weird stories about how he got the role.
So he actually passed away a little over 3 years ago, April 15th, 2018.
Damn.
Arlie Emery. Anyway. And his wife died the same year.
Oh, that's sad.
Sandy may have topped all of us. Uncle Sam, technically.
Oh, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's not us.
All right, you want to come out after this break? Give her another wheel?
Yeah,
we'll have the world here.
Won't have much time, but yeah.
Spokesperson talk went a little long today. That was one of those topics I was weird about because people just wrote names, but and a lot of people didn't write why, which is totally fine.
Yeah,
but it actually turned out to be a good break.
Yeah, it was one of the that's fun. I don't know how it's gonna go, but that's fun. Mm-hmm. So yeah,
I think we got one or two Halloween-y kind of questions of the day next week. So I'm excited to get into those.
I like it.
I went into Target, the one near my house at the Savannah Mall.
Yeah.
Target has a row of Halloween costumes. Just one row now. Everything else is gone, and they've reset it up for Christmas.
It just must not be a moneymaker here, man, because
it's unbelievable. And there's no one really decorates their houses here.
Yeah, that's probably why if it was a moneymaker, they'd do it. All right, be right back. Ayron Jones coming to District Live tomorrow night. Got a chance to talk to him earlier this week. Such a cool guy, man. Mm-hmm. I think this is going to be a fun show.
So you could win a pair of tickets to go check out Ayron Jones right now by calling us up. The very first person to call in at 1-800-394-1061 is going to score a pair of tickets for his show tomorrow night, District Live, the brand new venue downtown at Plant Riverside District. Also, you get to play trivia against one of us.
Are you smarter than a community college dropout? Call now to play. It's a Nirvana, Cotter and Marshall show. Rock 106.1.
Nirvana. All right, trivia time. Let's go.
Rock 106.1. Who's this?
Hi, this is Heather.
Hey, Heather. Who do you want to take on in trivia today? Myself, Cotter, or Marshall?
Let's go with you, Cotter.
All right.
Yes.
Good luck, Heather.
I love it, Heather. I love it, Heather.
Hey.
All right, here's the deal, Heather. 7 questions, 60 seconds. What's that again?
So I'm a first-time caller, by the way.
First-time caller. Well, welcome to the show. I love to hear that. All right, so here's the deal. 7 questions, 60 seconds. If you don't know the answer to one of these questions, feel free to say pass. If we have time, we'll come back to it. Some of these questions are multiple choice. I'll give you a heads up before we start them. Other than that, just do your very best. No matter what happens, we're still going to hook you up with Ayron Jones tickets. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, your time's going to begin after I ask the first question. Here we go. What 4 letters were removed from the end of Los Angeles' Hollywood sign in 1949?
Pass.
Question number 2. Lincoln is the capital of which state?
Nebraska.
Correct. Question number 3. Who is the only prison inmate to admit that he is guilty in the movie The Shawshank Redemption?
Red.
That's correct. Question number 4 is multiple choice. How old was Christopher Columbus when he made his famous voyage in 1492? Was he 38, 39, or 40?
We'll go 40.
That's correct. Question number 5. What is the common term for an injury to the neck caused by a jerk of the head?
Whiplash.
That is correct. Question number 6. In Disney's Peter Pan, what other ingredient is needed for flight besides fairy dust?
Pass.
Question number 7. What is the name, and this is multiple choice. Question number 7. What is the name of Doc Brown's very clever dog in the Back to the Future movie franchise? Is it Einstein or Beethoven?
Einstein.
That is correct. And your time is up. Heather, you did get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 7 today. Cotter? Heather got 5 out of 7 today.
Heather, what are you doing to me here?
And she had to pass on the other 2. So,
oh, my Lord.
I know, Cotter. Cotter, okay, so Heather, hold the line
Heather,
for
well
us.
played.
Just stay there. So, Cotter, here's the deal. 7 questions, 60 seconds.
I'm really nervous
You got to
now.
get at least 5 to tie. Are you ready?
No, I'm an emotional wreck. The show's like pride is on the line.
Well, here we go. Good luck to you. Your time's going to begin after I ask the first question. What 4 letters were removed from the end of the Los Angeles' Hollywood sign in 1949?
L-A-N-D, land.
That is correct. Question number 2. Lincoln is the capital of which state?
Nebraska.
Sorry, burped. That is correct. Question number 3. Who is the only prison inmate to admit that he is guilty in the movie The Shawshank Redemption?
Red.
That is correct. Question number 4, multiple choice. How old was Christopher Columbus when he made his famous voyage in 1492? Was he 38, 39, or 40?
39.
Incorrect. Question number 5. What is the common term for an injury to the neck caused by a jerk of the head?
Whiplash.
That is correct. Question number 6. In Disney's Peter Pan, what other ingredient is needed for flight besides fairy dust?
No, you gotta believe in fairies.
That's incorrect.
False.
Question number 7, multiple choice. What is the name of Doc Brown's very clever dog in the Back to the Future movie franchise? Is it Einstein or Beethoven?
Einstein.
That is correct, Cotter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have the tie today with Heather. Heather, way to go.
Well played, Heather. Bringing it on a Friday. Heather, you made me work on a Friday. What are you doing?
All right, Heather, here's the deal. You are going to be on the guest list for tomorrow night's Ayron Jones tickets. I'm going to call you immediately after the show. So a little after 10 o'clock today, you're going to get a phone call from a very weird number. Go ahead and answer that phone call. I'll get some basic information, and then you'll be on the guest list for the show tomorrow. But thank you so much for calling in.
Thank you. I had fun.
Thank you, Heather.
Thanks, Heather. See ya.
Thank you.
All right, let's go ahead and go over the correct answers for Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout trivia. What 4 letters were removed from the end of Los Angeles' Hollywood sign in 1949? Yes, that is L-A-N-D. It used to say Hollywood Land. Question number 2, Lincoln is the capital of Nebraska. Question number 3, who is the only prison inmate to admit that he is guilty in the movie Shawshank Redemption? That would be Red or Morgan Freeman. Question number 4, how old was Christopher Columbus when he made his voyage? He was 40 years old. Question number 5, what is the common term for an injury to the neck caused by a jerk of the head? Whiplash. Question number 6, in Disney's Peter Pan, what other ingredient is needed for flight besides fairy dust? Thinking happy thoughts.
Okay.
Thinking happy thoughts. And question number 7, what is the name of Doc Brown's very clever dog? It would be Einstein.
All right, we're back at it on Monday. Are you smarter than a community college dropout? Tune in around 7:30, a chance to play. It's Cotter and Marshall, Rock 106.1. All right, guys, we'll be right back. All right, there we go. Sorry. Had to go live there to play the trivia bet underneath it because didn't have time to get that uploaded.
Oh.
So, there we go.
Everything's moving too damn quick.
There we go. Thank you, Heather, for calling in. That was awesome. Brand new caller. It was great. That was fun. She threw down, put up a nice challenge.
Wanda says, am I the only one hearing music? No, you probably heard it.
No, you did. That's fine. It's just a generic bet. I wasn't too worried about that. But thank you, though.
Sorry, I had to use the restroom there, and then I got a text message from our coworker who said, hey, I left the Halloween candy in the vehicle. Can you take it out before it melts? And I was like, pretty important. Pretty important thing. So I had to run outside and grab Halloween candy.
Not important enough for them to take out of the vehicle.
No. Oh, no.
Ugh. All right, coming up after 8 o'clock, the Nightmare on Elm Street house is for sale. Going to talk about that. And then we're going to talk about just horror movie houses in general. If we had to, live in one, what would you pick? I've got a couple on my list for various reasons. Got more details about the Welcome Rockville tickets. Got a story about a drug bust in San Francisco. And then it's always funny when porn accidentally makes it onto like newscasts. So we got that story too.
Yeah, just I don't understand how that type of thing happens, but when it does, it's just it's a nice little treat.
And then beer for breakfast. Chris Moody from Moodrights and his dog going to be in studio.
Yeah, so that'll be in about an hour or so. Have a great day, Tony.
See you, Tony.
Tony, I'll text you when your PlayStation 5 arrives.
And on Monday we've got a show announcement we're going to make, by the way, too. So I don't know what time yet, but Monday we got a show announcement.
Special show announcement.
We'll fill you guys in on Monday.
Damon says repeating because I'm assuming it was missed, but my pick for the spokesperson would be the entire Halloween serial crew. Oh yeah, Count Chocula. Yep. Back when I was 7 or 8, they had an entire total 13 track of CD music.
Oh damn.
I didn't know that.
I didn't either. I would say Boo Berry was always my favorite. I love like chocolate, but chocolate cereal, it's hard for like Cocoa Puffs. I don't really like. Cocoa Pebbles are good. I don't know. Most chocolate cereals for me don't translate well.
Cocoa Puffs was always the best for me when I was growing up.
I was never a fan of Cocoa Puffs. Boo Berry, though, if I had to pick between those, Boo Berry was my go-to.
I think Frankenberry's mine.
Frankenberry's good too.
Yeah,
Frankenberry's good too. Both are better than the chocolate one.
Yeah, I think Frankenberry. Yeah, I don't like Count Dracula or whatever that one was called.
Count Chocula.
That's it.
Now, I will say, whatever that Green Room Brewery in Jacksonville is, they've got a Count Chocula beer.
Oh, yeah.
And it is utterly delicious.
It's like a thin mint beer. And it is fantastic. Damon says, if I remember correctly, it was a partner thing with ABC's Family's Halloween movie TV marathon thing. Yeah, that sounds about right. All right, guys, I'm doing it.
What are you doing?
Getting my beard trimmed. I've been thinking about setting an appointment for like 3 weeks now.
Sure.
I found a spot. I liked my last spot, but I don't know. I found another spot. It's close. I think I'm diving in.
Do you have to? Is it walk in or can you make an appointment?
You can make an appointment. Okay. I think you have to make an appointment. They usually are booked a couple days in advance. So I'm gonna go 3 o'clock.
Is it the place
next Tuesday
on Ogeechee?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I got to get my hair cut, so I think I'm gonna go there. I'll
continue as a guest.
At least check it out.
Yeah, my beard's looking a little ragged, a little haggard, as the kids would say.
And it definitely, it's depending on what do you plan on letting it grow a bit? Or you just want to trim it? Or
I'm going full Viking with this beard, guys. So the beard's sticking around, the hair's going to stick around. I'm going to look like a fucking mess for the next year. I'm doing it, man. I'm doing it. My wife wanted me to grow. She goes, just grow a Viking beard. I don't think I'm going to let it grow like crazy long, but it is going to be like shaped kind of down. And then my hair is just whatever the fuck this is. I don't even know anymore. I
think with the beard, it's like it gets to a certain length, and if you're wanting to continue to grow it out, at least me personally, I can't trim it because I will mess it up. I got to have a professional come in and take care of it, or it's just going to look like crap.
Yeah, I mean, if you're just like the type of guy who's just like, yeah, I throw the 4 on my beard trimmer and do that all the time. Kudos to you, and you can like trim it up around your neck. When a beard gets like this long for me, I will fuck it up.
Yeah,
I will. I mean, like the one time I kind of grew it a little bit long during the show, I messed up, and Greg, the listener, called me out the day I did.
Yeah, he did. He did.
He's like, Marshall, you kind of screwed it up over here. And I'm like, I know, man. I'm stupid. So I can't do it. So I get a professional.
Yeah. I mean, right now I trimmed mine up because I wasn't trying to do anything. I just, even it out a little bit. Yep. Fine. But yeah, when it gets to a certain length, you're like, man, I just need to tidy it up. Well,
let me go there first, and I'll let you know if you need to go there.
Okay. Yeah. I just got to get a haircut. All right. So once again, top of the 8 o'clock hour, we're going to talk horror movie houses. Nightmare on Elm Street house is for sale. So we'll get to that.
Books, baby. Here we go. Sandy says, speaking of hair trimming, does anyone have a recommendation for a good hairdresser? I haven't had any luck in Savannah yet, and my hair is driving me crazy.
Greg, there you go. Torture Tuesday. Cotter can trim your beard. Nobody wants that.
He can trim my pube beard.
Ew, nobody wants that.
Charles says, I've always wanted to grow the 12-inch beard, but when it gets about halfway there, I get tired of blowing it in my mouth. Yeah. Yeah, my mustache, I've been trimming up like the lip line because I hate when it when hair gets in your mouth, or like even when my beard hair now gets in my mouth like that. I hate it. I hate it.
Yeah.
I do comb my beard usually every night, every morning. Usually when I leave, I have a brush that I brush it away from my mouth.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Ooh, we got a bot. It's been a while since we got a bot.
Oh, we got a bot? Oh, I want famous. Yes, I would like to become famous. Thank you. APT is good for manscaping, so I heard. APT?
Perfect touch.
Oh, I didn't say that. Red says, I'm rocking the goatee, can't grow a full beard. I don't know if I can grow one either, but trust me. we're all still growing up, although we're in our 40s and older. So our beautiful baby boy, Cotter.
Yeah.
Jake from Bob 106.9 is sick today.
Is he?
Yeah. Should I be afraid that I hung out with him yesterday?
You should be afraid whenever you hang out with him.
Yeah. So Jake messaged both of us earlier. He said, good morning, fellas. Sorry to interrupt the show. I feel like dog crap. Got my COVID booster yesterday, and it's kicking my ass. Kicking my ass. So, because Jake's out today, I have to now voice a bunch of commercials. Thanks, Jake. Let's see. Greg says, sounds like maybe Marshall. Oh, I should switch the view there. Sounds like maybe Marshall needs a waxing. A Perfect Touch does waxing also, so I hear. I've had my legs waxed before.
Yeah.
Cotter, you've had your legs waxed before.
I've had my legs and back waxed.
Well, your back just needs it. Your legs was just for the fun.
It's weird. It's like my legs really aren't that hairy.
No.
I mean, it's not like I got a rug on my back, but it's like there are patches on my back that are just gross.
Yeah, you and I, maybe it's just from like we've waxed our legs early in our life, but both of our legs are fairly feminine, both in muscle tone and the lack of hair we have.
I will admit that when it comes to my body, muscle tone is not my thing. My legs.
Your calves are defined.
My calves are solid.
For a man who bends down as much and sits on his knees for a good 5 minutes at a time. Yeah, they should be.
Yeah.
Your back is oddly hairy.
It's weird. I mean, like I said,
and it's fucked up that I know that.
It's not like a rug, but yeah, it's got patches.
Yeah, like between your shoulder blades, if I remember
and then,
correctly.
Right down here a little bit. It's gross. It's weird.
Like above Cotter's ass crack. Yeah. And then between his shoulder blades, he's the wolf man. But everywhere else on his back.
It's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like summer hits, and my wife shaves and or waxes.
It's like the mountains and then suddenly the desert. It's the middle of his back. I don't get it, man.
It's weird.
Yeah.
Waxing, honestly, I mean, it's not the most pleasant thing, but it's not horrible.
No.
I mean, it was when we did the mask, like years ago for Torture Tuesday. We did the mask. It's like the charcoal thing that.
Oh yeah,
you rip it
yeah.
off. We did my chest as well.
Still one of my favorite pictures. You completely topless with the charcoal mask and stuff around your nipples.
That hurt. That one sucked. But the waxing usually isn't too bad.
Yeah.
All right, we got about 90 seconds.
All right, what are we doing?
Nightmare on Elm Street house.
Sorry, I pooped. I got yelled at about candy, and then suddenly I was back in this room. I blacked out, I think, for a second. I woke up and I was talking about your nipples. So everything's actually fine.
Yeah, I know.
Everything is actually right on.
Seems normal.
Right on pace. Where the hell are we? Welcome to Rockville. There's information about Moodrights, and there's that. So I read a weird, interesting fact about this Wes Craven house, this Nightmare on Elm Street house. Did you know that Bo Burnham, the comedian, he released a comedy special that was very popular called Inside on Netflix. He actually filmed his special inside that home.
Really?
Yeah, I think he's actually the current owner or rented the home during the pandemic.
He might have rented it. The owner is director of a movie.
Yeah, so
Interesting.
He actually filmed the entire thing inside the Nightmare on Elm Street house.
Okay.
I just found that out last night. I'm like, holy shit, that's cool.
All right, guys, be right back. You got until Halloween night at midnight to put in your bid for the house made famous in the Nightmare on Elm Street movie. Details coming up. Good morning. Thank you for hanging out. Cotter and Marshall Show. Be sure to get on the stream. Hang out with the Horde. Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Coming up in an hour, going to be joined by Chris Moody, owner of Moodrights and Over Yonder. He's also bringing his dog.
Yeah, everyone save up your virtual boops. We are going to boop that dog when he gets in studio.
We're going to be doing beer for breakfast. Always fun to watch along while we're in the studio, enjoying a couple beverages. Right now, though, let's talk about the house made famous in Nightmare on Elm Street.
Mm-hmm.
It's the house Nancy lived in the very first film. It is currently for sale. Lorene Scarfaria.
Great name.
She's the director of the Jennifer Lopez movie Hustlers.
Of course. Who couldn't forget that great film? It's right up there with the Rosebud movie.
For 2019. She bought this house in 2013 for $2.1 million. She's now selling it, looking for a profit. $3.25 million.
But that price is only good until midnight on Halloween. Is she just doing this for some pub? She doesn't want to really move out of this house.
You know what? I don't know. I mean, I don't know. It's weird that you got that caveat on there about midnight to Halloween. I get it's getting a lot of attention.
Yeah.
I mean, somebody's going to end up buying this house, would be my guess.
Yeah, I would think so. So the house is pretty much what it looks like on the outside is what you saw in the movie back decades ago. Now, the door is no longer red, unfortunately.
You change that.
That's easy. Yeah. That's an easy change. I would demand that it turn back to red before I bought the home. But it's a 3-bedroom, 3.5 bath, 2-story house that has a guest house attached to it with all sorts of upgrades. They actually say it has a retro modern kitchen, which I have no idea what that means.
Yeah, that just sounds like some weird mumbo jumbo realtors made up to sound cool.
So it has like an island in the middle, but it has a refrigerator from like 1847, right?
It's literally an ice box.
Yeah.
So you can get this if you want to for a down payment required $650,000.
That's no problem. I have that. I have the cash.
Monthly payments of over $15,000.
Is that it?
That's it.
I think if you're probably buying this home, you're not going to be doing the whole house payment thing. You're probably going to pay for all of it in cash.
You think so?
If you have $3.25 million laying around, I can imagine you got a lot more than that. If you're in the market for a house that size and that much money, I would just pay for it all and not have a house payment.
Now, this is, if you buy this house, you have to be a fan of, well, I mean, being a fan of the movies benefit, but you got to be a fan of Halloween because the realtor and the people who are listing the house say, come Halloween season, it is nuts up and down that street because everybody's wanting pictures, everybody's wanting to trick or treat at the Nightmare on Elm Street house.
Yeah. So, I mean, do you want to Do you even want to put up with that?
No.
Yeah,
no, I don't. I want nothing to do with it.
I would rather it be like kind of, closed in. I don't want people like running up to the house. Can I charge people for looking at my house?
You're paying $3.25 million? Yeah.
I put a little I sign in the front yard, Venmo me. Have you looked at my house today? Give me $1. And then I put a Venmo sign right there.
I love it.
Yeah.
All right, Marcel. So if you could pick any house from a horror movie or even just building that's a place you can live.
Right.
Where would it be? Think about that, because we're going to give some of those coming up next. If you've got one, what horror movie house would you like to live in? You can hit us up with the text 800-394-1061. You can also comment on the chat. It's Pop Evil. It's Survivor. Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 1061.
All right, guys, thanks for hanging around. Drop in what movie horror house you would like to live in.
Nathan, great one. The Beetlejuice house.
That was on my list, you son of a bitch. Poltergeist house. Nice, Sheila. Once again, what haunted horror house from the movies would you like to live in? Holly says the Amityville house. That one is actually it's too real.
Yeah, I was going to say that one's no. That one I'm out.
I have a bunch, but I just thought of one too.
Okay. Yeah. That's fair. Just want to go back and forth?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. Jake is out, so now I have to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I have to record 5 commercial spots because our beautiful baby boy Jake Thompson is sick. Our little guy.
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
I was cool with 1, and then the 4 additional ones popped up, and I was like, okay, cool. Speaking of commercial spots, heads up, quick revision on the recruitment spot that you did for Edwards. There you go.
Got it there.
Perfect.
Yeah, Mac hit me up last night.
Yeah, I got that. They loved it, but they wanted to add in one more profession.
Okay. So bad for Mac. It's pushing time as is.
House for a Haunting in Connecticut. Oh, I think I remember that movie. That movie had the chick from Dexter in it. Jennifer, whatever her face was.
I don't know. I've heard of it. I've never seen it.
Haunting in Connecticut. There was a sequel to Haunting in Connecticut. Fun fact. It definitely did not have that girl in it. Ooh, Virginia Madsen was in it. Same girl from Candyman. And then a bunch of people you don't know. So, here after we do this break, we're going to go into some commercials. Then we'll kind of run down a couple things that are happening this weekend. Everything between the Rocky Horror, Ayron Jones, and a few other things that are popping off this weekend. Oktoberfest is going down at Splitfin Brewing Company. We actually have to talk about them too once we jump off the air here, because their beer that we inspired them to make is almost done. So I'm excited about how this is going to turn out.
I'm intrigued, to say the least. I am intrigued.
Oh, Nathan, that's a great choice, man. The Addams Mansion. The Addams Family Mansion.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, that's good.
All right, guys, coming up here in just a few moments, going to be talking about your favorite horror movie houses that you would like to stay in, possibly own, possibly just live in. James, that is a great choice. I didn't even think of that one. The house from 13 Ghosts. That house is just terrifying.
All right, guys, we'll be right back. What house, building, or establishment from a horror movie would you like to live in? You can hit us up with the text 800-394-1061. Also, comment on the chat. So for a cool $3.25 million, you could buy the Nightmare on Elm Street house made famous in the first movie, of course, where Nancy lived. In the film, it takes place in Ohio. The home itself actually like in Los Angeles.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So, and they actually used a lot of the houses on the street. The documentary I just watched was saying it's like a lot of times, it'll be, they'll do it in a studio, they'll do it in sets. But when Nancy was looking out her window to across the street, the Johnny Depp character, he was actually in the house across the street.
Oh, that's awesome.
So they actually used that whole little area as the filming location, which is pretty cool. So, Marshall, we got a list here of horror movie houses we'd like to live in. I'm going to start with the Overlook Hotel from The Shining.
Okay.
I'm picking this because, one, it's spacious. There is a lot of income capability.
Yeah, definitely.
You got rooms you can rent out. You got a built-in babysitter with the old lady in the tub. If you got kids, there's the spooky little twins. Always have somebody to play with.
Right.
And that bar, always open.
Yeah, and if you hang out with the twins, you can go Red River rafting.
Yes. The bar is always open, never a charge.
That's pretty awesome.
It's free booze.
No, that's a great first choice.
I'm in.
Now, this was brought up a couple times on the chat, and I didn't think about this either. But how about if you're thinking about a little bit of income,
right?
Thinking about a nice little house on the hill, let's go with the Bates Motel because, I mean, you got the motel down the hill. You obviously have the fancy house, the mansion-ish,
right,
creepy house on top the hill, and you're making money inside the Bates Motel. Plus, you get to do your favorite pastime, because obviously, if you're living in that mansion, you get to murder people, and then you can get away with it because people are always coming and going from your hotel.
Now, I'm a big fan of the house in the movie Poltergeist.
Why?
I mean, you just got to get over.
It includes the clown.
You got to get over the cemetery thing. Once you get over that, you're fine.
I think the cemetery gets over you
well,
first.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Sunny California. This is a legit house, 4 bedrooms, 2.5 bath, 2,300 square foot. According to Zillow.com, right now, the house valued under $900,000.
So it's affordable.
It's affordable. I mean, this is an opportunity.
Plus, the dude from Coach will show up and just chat you up. I'm sure that'd be very nice. This was brought up once again on the chat earlier today too, but I first had this thought. I claim it as mine. Just the Beetlejuice house.
Yeah,
it's very modern, Art Deco type of look to it. Beautiful, and then spacious attic. Spacious attic, room to do activities, like if you're into models or maybe toy trains or something. Right. All sorts of fun activities can happen within the attic space area because it is so very large. So yeah, Beetlejuice is definitely one house I would love to live in. I
love Rhett's suggestion because it's kind of that vacation thing. The Cabin in the Woods house. Now, what's nice about this house, if you've never seen Cabin in the Woods, you should see it. It is a
great film.
Great film, kind of a unique twist on horror movies.
Didn't James Gunn direct that?
I don't know.
I think he did.
Okay, but great movie. But there's so many things in the house that trigger different storylines that you're never going to be bored. I mean, you could trigger different horror, movie cliche storylines. You're always going to have something to do in that house.
Well, I love the fact that on the stream cotter, Wanda mentioned something. Once again, I didn't even think this is a house I would like to live in, but she has a great point. She goes, how about the Texas Chainsaw Massacre house? Oh. Because it's in the middle of nowhere because, people. I think that's a great idea. I'm on board now. And you always have something to eat. There's always stuff hanging around, you know what I mean?
All right, hit us up with yours. You can text them in 800-394-1061. You can also comment on the chat. If you had to pick a horror movie house to live in, which one would it be? Coming up next, going to tell you how you can score tickets to Welcome to Rockville. Cotter and Marshall, Rock 1061.
Let's see. Max says Murder House from season 1 of American Horror Story. That one's not bad. Yeah. Or the house from the Coven series. Yeah, the Coven house is pretty cool.
Somebody texted in, not horror, but the house from Casper the Friendly Ghost with Christina Ricci.
Technically, how you view that movie, it could be horror.
Could be horror. Yeah. Casper is frightening.
Sandy chiming in, a little bit off topic, but this is something we've talked about this week. She said was excited about the Savannah hockey team getting its name soon.
Yeah.
Next Wednesday. You coming with me to the thing?
Yeah, I hope so. That'll be the plan. I don't see why not. I don't think I have anything going on next Wednesday. You all right?
I dropped something on my mouth.
Oh.
I'm a 2-year-old. Tony from A Perfect Touch came in with coffee and cheese danishes this morning, so we did something right, I think. All right, guys, coming up, wrapping up this hour with like a bunch of weird stories, so We have Welcome to Rockville tickets. Going to tell you how you can win those here in a few. Then we're going to talk about how San Francisco is cracking down on drugs. And then I forget the state. Was it Connecticut, Vermont? What state did that newscast happen?
Washington.
Yeah, it was close.
Spokane.
Super close. Some porn popped up during a broadcast, so we'll talk about that here in a bit.
All right, I love this.
Yes, I saw that. So some dude dressed up as Freddie, but half of him was Freddie Mercury from the, was it Live Aid, I guess is what it was called? And the other half is Freddy Krueger. It's a great picture.
That's amazing.
Yeah, guys, so if you go to SavannahProHockey.com, Sandy's talking about how we're getting an ECHL team. They're going to start play next October, which is one of the reasons why I'm growing out my mullet right now.
Got a year to go.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later. I got a while, obviously. Wait, hockey, that thing. What thing? Can I go? Mac, I'll get with you, but yeah. So Jeremy, okay. So Jeremy over at Splitfin Brewing Company a couple weeks back was hanging out with us on the stream. And we were talking about desserts, and we were talking about the southern dessert where it's a bed of lettuce, and then it was a pear with American cheese or cheddar cheese, sour cream, and then a cherry put on top. And that is a southern...
Is it sour cream or mayo?
Mayo, sorry.
Yeah.
Some people substitute sour cream.
Okay.
Anyway, so that is a southern delicacy that Cotter and I, although we've lived in the area 7 years and 12 years for you, we had no idea about. We didn't know it existed, but apparently people eat this on the regular. We were told how stupid we were for not knowing. Okay, cool.
Right.
Our bad. So Jeremy heard about this, owner of Splitfin Brewing Company in Midway, Georgia, and he decided that he would take up the challenge of brewing a beer inspired by that southern delicacy.
Right.
So the beer is almost done. It's a pear sour with some extra stuff with it. To kind of bring in the other ingredients, and it's almost done. I think Jeremy said in some conversations him and I were having yesterday that it's about a couple weeks away.
Okay,
it has to kind of hang out and carbonate in his bright take. So we should be very close to trying this very new, exciting southern delicacy beer.
I'm intrigued.
Now, this coming weekend, Jeremy said there is an Oktoberfest happening at Splitfin. Let's see. So, yeah, they are doing an Oktoberfest. They are going to be doing Oktoberfest competitions tomorrow at the brewery. And you can actually register now for some of the games they are playing. I'm sorry, Jeremy, I don't see a list of events you are having. Maybe it's on your Facebook page. Mac says, it's an old person thing for sure. Lunches at church when I was a wee Mac. Them old people swarmed them. Me? Nah, hard pass to this day.
Keg rolling, Jeremy says. Ooh, James was saying, been in Georgia for almost 29 years. I've personally never heard of that dish. Might add have been a cook at quite a few restaurants. Interesting.
Yeah, so once again, it's like, it's on a bed of lettuce. And pictures I've seen, it's just like literally like a, it's not even like shredded lettuce. It's literally like a piece of lettuce.
There is nothing fancy about this dish.
It's a pear, piece of like, and it's like mayo, shredded cheese. So I've seen pictures with like a slice of like Kraft American cheese. And then sour cream or mayo. Dude, it's cherry. It's just weird. It's the craziest thing you ever saw. I swear to God, it's real.
Rhett was saying, my name is Southern. So, yeah, I know a little bit about Southern food. That dessert is delicious.
I don't know.
That is such the weirdest. That is somebody who had to go to a church function or a family picnic, forgot to put something together for the potluck, all they had in their fridge, and it was like, yeah, this is a family tradition.
Yeah, totally.
Sheila, I've had that.
All right, so at Splitfin Brewing tomorrow, you can actually pre-register at splitfinbrewingllc.com. They're going to be doing all sorts of stuff, including keg rolling, beer stein, axe throwing. And it's funny because I'm on their Facebook page right now. They have given all of their games they're playing like the official like German name. Like there's the Masskruestemmen, which is the stein holding contest. There's the Beer Festival, which is the partial keg roll. Then there's the Beer Kistenstasch, which is the beer crate and bag cornhole. Hold a beer out with one hand and use your other hand to sink as many bags as you can in 1 minute.
I love this.
And then there's the Axterpfiffen mit Bierkrug, which is the beer stein in one hand and axe throw with the other. So Jeremy's going to have a lot of fun tomorrow
awesome,
at the brewery. So once again, get more information via the Splitfin Brewing Facebook page or check them out, splitfinbrewingllc.com. But those dudes are doing some fun stuff. We'll talk about their beer once it's officially done on the show here in the next few weeks. And you guys should definitely, if you're not up to anything, go check out Oktoberfest happening tomorrow at the brewery. But there's a lot of stuff going down in the area, Cotter. One of those things is the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Mm-hmm.
So we have tickets that we're going to give away for it next week. But where's it at again?
It's at Club One. It's Bay Street Theater. They do this every year. They do their Rocky Horror Show, and it is the play. It's not the movie. This is the play the movie is based off of. It is awesome. They do such a good job. It is so much fun. You can't throw things because there's actual actors, but you can still do all the interactions with the lines and stuff like that. So yeah, next week we're going to have some tickets to give away. It's actually tonight and tomorrow, and then next Thursday, Friday, Saturday as well. Probably Sunday too. They probably do a Halloween one. But it is a lot of fun if you've never gone. They do, like I said, a really good job. Club One, Bay Street Theater.
Also this weekend is obviously Ayron Jones. We've been pumping up him, playing his last 3 singles, and we talked to him earlier this week. So he's going to be playing at District Live, and tickets are available at rock1061.com.
All right, guys, be right back. November 11th through the 14th, Daytona Beach, the International Speedway in Daytona. Welcome to Rockville is back. It is 4 days this year. Slipknot, Metallica headline at 2 nights, Disturbed. It is going to be a lot of fun.
So you have your chance at winning Welcome to Rockville tickets every single day next week through Halloween, which is on a Sunday this year, which I know is very controversial for a lot of parents. You'll get over it. Trust me. You can probably Halloween both on Saturday and Sunday. But here's the deal. Starting Monday, this coming Monday.
Yes.
Listen up at the top of every single hour. We are going to play a spooky song. And along with that, we are going to give you guys a keyword. Just text it in and you'll be in the running to win yourself 4-day passes to Welcome to Rockville. Yes, Metallica. Yes, Slipknot. Yes, the return of Mudvayne and many more. This show is going to be incredible down at Daytona Beach in mid-November. So listen up all next week for probably your last chance to win tickets.
If you want more details, you can hit up the website as well. That is rock1061.com. Coming up next, I'm going to talk about a massive drug bust that went down in San Francisco recently. Here's Disturbed. Are you ready? Cotter and Marshall, Rock 1061.
Let's see. Rhett says, speaking of Southern stuff, you also have to put salt peanuts in a Coke. It has to be a glass bottle. It's the best liquid refreshment ever. And Jeremy says that he has a Marzen beer that is super insanely delicious. Cotter's a big-time German beer fan.
I love a good Marzen.
You know, over the last couple of years, maybe 2 years, I've really found a love for coffee, and now I'm terrified. I think I'm addicted to coffee.
Yeah, it's easy. It's like I don't drink. I mean, I'll drink a cup every morning, usually with the show. Before doing the mornings, I didn't drink one every day. On the weekends, I'll get up and usually drink some coffee. But it's easy just to get addicted to it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, 100%.
All right, guys, up next, going to talk about, a certain police department seizing something to the effect of 13 pounds of fentanyl.
All of the drugs.
Fentanyl's been it's one of those, it's the new designer drug.
It is.
Or maybe not the designer drug because it's murdering tons of celebrities right now.
Yeah. It's hard drugs are a little, I don't quite get them, all that much because the potential of death, for overdoing it. And we'll get into this about the fentanyl stuff. That's why I don't know, man. It's like you don't have a lot of wiggle room when you're messing with this. It's just not something I'm looking to dive into. Jeremy, coincidentally, I get into the brewery every day, 7 o'clock, start with beer. I think you're good with coffee. I mean, that's your job, Jeremy. You got a quality control. Now, I didn't make it out to Lazarus Brewing when I was in Austin. That's the place that opens at 7 and serves breakfast, and you get a beer with your breakfast.
Oh, yeah, you're telling me that. Yeah,
I was talking to my cousin, and we almost went, and he just was lazy and slept in one day, and we didn't go. But that place, and the beer's really, really good. But, yeah, nice breakfast burritos.
Okay, that's who I was thinking about. I was trying to think of the actor who passed away with an overdose with fentanyl, and I know who it is now. I'll bring it up. Here on the story. All right, guys, couple breaks, and then we jump right into beer for breakfast. Beer for breakfast today, Chris Moody. Cotter and I have spent probably more time with him than we have with our own wives over the last few weeks, going to Over Yonder and everything.
My wife actually goes with me.
Yeah.
She loves that place. She's like, this. I mean, seriously, she loves Over Yonder.
I've seen your wife out in public 3 times, I think in 7 years.
She's like a unicorn.
She has a home base. Essentially, your wife, I always feel, is like playing a game of tag.
Just hiding.
And she's just always at the flag.
She's usually, so she was getting her second master so she could teach for about 3 or 4 years, it seemed like, just because she was doing part-time stuff as well. Mm-hmm. So she just didn't want to mess with going out and drinking because she wanted to get it done. So yeah, she gets out a little bit more now that we don't have any kids. Makes it easier. All right, guys, 15. We'll be right back. So the San Francisco Police Department recently announced they teamed up with federal authorities to confiscate a massive amount of drugs, cash, and ammunition. They also detained 18 drug dealers.
Whoops.
That's a lot, all facing multiple charges. Now, the seizure included 17 pounds of illegal drugs.
Now, 12 and a half of that was fentanyl. And fentanyl is the new drug that seems to be killing a lot of celebrities. Now, Michael K. Williams from The Wire, he played, I think, Whitey Ford in Boardwalk Empire.
Right.
He was in all sorts of shows. You know him very, very well. He actually passed away most recently. They found out of a drug overdose. I think it was heroin, but it was laced with fentanyl, and that was the reason why he passed away.
Now, fentanyl is considered lethal in a dose of about 2 milligrams. Mm-hmm. So this 12 and a half pounds of fentanyl theoretically could kill 2.85 million people.
Wow.
I mean, granted, you'd have to go crazy with it, but I mean, still, 2.85 million people.
So San Francisco, congratulations. That's a big time score. Now, they also picked up 1.5 pounds of meth, 1.5 pounds cocaine. It sounds like a recipe. 1.25 pounds of heroin, and then some oxycodone, firearms, high capacity magazines, and $27,000 in cash. Now, did they just go buy all these drugs and that's all the cash they had left because they spent all their money buying the drugs from the drug makers?
Because with that amount of drugs, that doesn't seem like a lot of money, does it?
No, it doesn't seem like the 18 people who are going to sell all the drugs haven't really hit the streets yet.
They're good at acquiring the drugs.
Right.
They just haven't figured out the marmarketing side of selling the drugs yet.
The selling part is a real mystery to them. They obviously must have been former radio salespeople that worked here. So this is a tough one for the people of San Francisco. But, hey, the police department doing the Lord's work there. I mean, literally saving lives.
All right, coming up next, got a story about how some porn accidentally made the nightly news.
It happens, man.
It does. It's just not enough. I mean, it's just funny. All right, that story's coming up next. It is Cotter and Marshall, Rock 106.1.
It'd be funny if we went and looked at those 18 people and, like, just a couple of them were former radio sales guys.
I know that guy.
Is that local Bluffton celebrity Monty Jet? Why was he in San Francisco? Why was he selling 12.5 pounds of fentanyl?
He was just on vacation.
Yeah, you just said.
I don't know where he went. I don't know.
Those are the worst drug sales guys of all time.
5 to 6 houses, Wanda.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, good luck.
Once again, looking at houses last night on Realtor. It's become my new obsession to look at houses that I'm not going to buy because I'm thinking about buying a investment property, something I can rent, make a little maybe cash off of. And I found that the market is crazy right now. A lot of the houses that even say new are already like contingent or have a pending offer of some sort. And there's a few that I found that were like kind of low cost and interesting. They're very small, but I don't know the areas they're in, so I'm very skeptical.
Yeah, that'd be important. You don't want to rent out a house in a questionable area.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, good luck, Wanda.
Good luck.
We went through that a couple years ago. Thankfully, it was before everything got too crazy. So,
you mean you bought your house at the price it actually is, and not the inflated price that it currently?
Wonder how much I can get for it.
Your house? What'd you buy it for?
190.
190. I mean, they say 20%.
Yeah,
they say 20% right now. So houses are technically overvalued. I mean, you're looking at, let's just say 30. So 30 add on that 220. I think is very doable.
That's okay.
Yeah. Well, you got to take that 30, right?
Yeah.
And then whatever you paid into it for last year. So you probably only have like 10 grand max of equity. So there's 40. And then you got to give the realtor some
fees,
the fees.
But it's still a profit. I mean, considering
you'd probably walk away with like maybe 20.
Considering the last time I sold a house, I lost all of my money.
Yeah,
because
you essentially were homeless for 7 years.
Because we moved out to Lincoln, Nebraska. I moved out there, and I was there months before my wife and kids moved out. I lived in an apartment, found a house, moved into the house. My wife and kids moved out. 2 months after they moved there, I got a job offer to go back to Illinois, and was just not very happy there. And then so they stayed there. I lived in Illinois. Then we tried to sell the house after like owning it for a year. It took forever to sell, and we made no money.
Wanda says the one down the road from us have been on the market for less than 2 weeks, already under contract, asking prices $195, and it's much bigger than our house. Yeah,
yeah. I don't know. It's crazy.
Sean says, I bought a 3-bedroom, 1.5 bath house for $248. Ooh, that was like the end of 2017. Yeah, damn, man.
Yeah, I felt good with ours, man. It's about 2,000 square feet. It's 4 bedrooms, 2.5 baths. I was really happy with the price we got it for ours. I can't even imagine. I mean, I'd probably spend $220, $225 on it now.
Do you get like emails from Zillow? Did you ever like sign up to Zillow or whatever? Mm-hmm. So Zillow will like tell me what my house is worth. Like 2 times a month, they'll be like, here's your current house estimation.
Okay.
And I've seen it grow like steadily ever since I bought my house in 17 is when I bought it.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, 17. It's crazy. It's crazy. Because my house has gone up from the price that I bought my house at. It's currently almost $100,000 more, which makes no sense to me.
Holy crap.
Yeah, I know.
Good for you. I'd go live in an apartment now and just sell that shit.
I know, but like that's the thing. Like, I don't know. I like my house, so I don't want to move out of it.
Yeah, no, I get that.
And if I sell my house now and like try to go buy some other spot, then like, I don't know, I feel like I'm just wasting money at that point.
All right, so Ayron Jones in town tomorrow. We've got his latest tune, Supercharged, coming up next.
Oh, congrats to Heather on winning the last pair of tickets. Do you have her info I can grab from you?
Yeah. Let's see. Here, if you could write it down and go.
Yeah, I got it. For Marshall's Music News today, that we'll wrap the show up with, I got stories on Rise Against and Wolfgang Van Halen and his band Mammoth WVH. He sort of Dave Grohl'd himself. So, whoops. We'll talk about that.
It happens.
Happens to the best of us. My wife's ongoing car issues. So my wife's been through the emotional roller coaster of buying a car.
Yeah.
So I told her at first, I'm like, look, I think you should probably get rid of your car. It's not in the greatest shape. Probably should look into buying something. She goes, let's look used. Used market's crazy right now. We talked about that. And then since then, every day it's been a little something different. And she's probably watching, so she'll kill me for this. So my wife has gone from, I want to buy a new car,
right,
to I don't want a car at all. I'm going to buy a Vespa. And I said no to that. And then she goes, well, I'll go back to looking for used cars on Facebook. And then she went from used cars, like buying somewhat new on Facebook, to just buying a $3,000 car and waiting out the process to possibly buying a new car.
Right.
And I think we're back through the ups and downs of this week. I think today we're back to buying a new car.
That is an emotional roller coaster.
I'm saying. And that's just been this week. She's a lovely woman, and I love her to death. Sorry. Let me write down the number. But emotional roller coaster when it comes to getting my wife a new car. There you go. But literally every day it's been something different. And it's fine. She's just talking it out. But my wife doesn't move really fast towards anything. I mean, I wouldn't call her Savannah slow, because that's something different. But
that's its whole world. Yeah.
That's another world. But she's been going through the 5 stages of grief when it comes to letting go of her car. What, her car's name? Do you have a car? Do you have a name for your car?
I never named my car.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you ever name your previous cars?
Mm-mm. Never named a car.
Her car's name is Betsy.
Okay. Yeah.
My car? I don't think it has a name.
Yeah, I've never named my car. I had dated somebody years ago who it was for whatever reason it was the Hoppy car.
Hoppy?
Hoppy, the Hoppy car.
They just got wasted in it.
I don't know.
Drunk drive.
It's always just the Hoppy car.
Do you anyone on the Horde watching your live stream? Do you guys name your cars? And if so, what's your car's name? And is there a reason behind it? I'm curious.
Yeah. No, I've never.
Sean says my truck is named Sugar Bush. I'm just saying. I mean, is there a reason why? I'm just curious, man.
All right, we got about 45 seconds.
What are we talking about here? Oh, yeah, porn.
Porn.
Finally, something I know a little something about. Something you know a little bit about, too. You work in the sex industry ever since yesterday. Show out those nips again.
Hey.
Hey, guys, if you get a chance, we're creating Cotter's OnlyFans page. Oh, no, that was the announcement for Monday. Cotter's OnlyFans page starts on Monday. So just everyone get your credit cards necessarily just ready.
All right, guys, we'll be right back.
You're going to make so much money, dude.
I can't wait. So you're just sitting there minding your own business, watching the evening news, dudes giving weather, and then in the background, porn for 10 seconds. Got that story coming up next.
Cotter, you said 10 seconds of porn like it wasn't enough. That's really all I need. Was there more to the video?
I mean, you know, the payoff part, sure, but you know, wine me and dine me for
there's a payoff?
Give me more than 10 seconds. So a TV station in Spokane, Washington accidentally showed an explicit video during the 6 p.m. Sunday news.
Yeah.
Now,
the Lord's Day.
Investigators are actually looking into this, which I just find funny, trying to determine how a pornographic video aired during the news on KREM2 in Spokane. Viewers called the cops when it popped up on the screen, weather person's on the screen, it shows the video like on the green screen behind them.
So I honestly didn't realize this until right now. But is this a joke article?
Why?
Because the TV station's name is KREM, Cream. It's Cream Channel 2.
I hope not.
Yeah. I just put that together, Connor.
You know what? But this has happened before.
Yeah, this has happened before.
This is in a station in Roanoke, Virginia in 2012, and they got fined by the FCC $325,000.
Now, that was the largest or highest fine ever given at a single indecent broadcast ever at that point. So this station is going to face a massive, massive bill. And why we allow the FCC to ever do that sort of thing is ridiculous. But wow. I mean, this is crazy. Now, they apologized to their viewers.
Yes.
They actually put out a statement saying, we've apologized to our viewers for last night's broadcast. Those of us here at Cream 2 want to apologize for something at the 6 p.m. broadcast. And then they never really brought it up again. So they apologized once real quickly, and then they just like let it go. And they were just waiting for it to like kind of dissipate into the ether of the world.
I mean, the only way this could have happened is if you had a board op or a producer in the control room who was watching stuff, right? Pushed the wrong button. It's the only way.
Immediately, I would say I was hacked. We were hacked.
Oh, you got to say you're hacked. But I mean, you weren't hacked. It was the producer,
right?
Who's making minimum wage in the control room. It's like, the low guy on the totem pole because it's the Sunday news.
Yeah.
And he was just like, yeah, I guess I can squeeze in some porn. Whoops, wrong button.
At work, though? At work?
I don't know.
You watching porn at work, man?
Why not?
No, why?
You're a degenerate. That's why.
You should have stopped with just why. Not why not. Inappropriate.
Have you ever been busted watching porn?
No. Here at work?
No, just in general.
No, in general? No. One time, awkwardly, I was showing my wife something on Twitter, and I followed, let's just say, a scandalous Twitter feed. And when I popped up to show my wife the Twitter feed, it showed up a very naked lady. And she goes, well, and I go, oh, yeah, sorry about that. No, honestly, check this meme out. I think that's probably the closest maybe I've been caught watching the porn.
I was using somebody else's computer. We used to do a 24-hour play festival.
Dan Dermody?
Used to do a 24-hour play festival. And I hand wrote my script.
Yeah,
and then I had to type it up. I didn't have a laptop with me. So the guy who was in charge, like, hey, you can use my laptop. I clicked on the wrong folder, and it was his porn folder. And I'm sitting there with my back to everybody else. I clicked on it. I went, X'd out, turned around. Everybody's head's like, what's going on over there?
No.
It's not my computer.
Well,
it's not my computer.
Do you remember what the folder was called?
I don't.
Was it called Not Porn?
I know.
Definitely not porn. Oh, yeah, I definitely won't click on this.
But I was accidental porn. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it.
You accidentally porned yourself in front of everyone.
I did, in front of everybody.
How long did it take for you to stand up? Even just at the whiff of a boob, how long does it take you for you to finally stand up after an incident like that?
All right, coming up after 9 o'clock, we're getting into beer for breakfast. Chris Moody from Moodrights and Over Yonder going to be here, along with his dog, man. Can't wait to talk to Chris. Boop. Also, can't wait to drink some beer. Beer for breakfast after 9, Cotter and Marshall, Rock 106.1.
Speaking of, Chris Moody should be... just pulled up. This is Chris Moody. Okay. That was 6 minutes ago. I'm going to go grab Chris, get him locked and loaded into the spot.
Okay.
And then I'm going to grab glasses, and I'll be right back.
Sounds good.
Oh, wait.
All right. You guys, you should still be able to hear me, but I'm going to fire up the delay. All right, there we go. All right, he's talking to Chris. Going to get him. Let's see, Mac. Sicily the Civic. A beater car. Probably think it's because... Nope. Wanda never named it except for POS. Sugar Bush is still the winner. Four-wheeler's Ghost. That's good. Once again, if you guys missed it earlier, on Monday, going to have a show announcement. We'll talk to you guys about it first in the Horde. Eventually, we'll get to it on the air. But sometime on the show Monday, got a special show announcement. So listen up for that. We'll tell you when, Monday. We just don't know yet.
Okay. So our guest is here, all set to go. Got our beers all lined up as well.
Perfect.
So we'll bring Chris in here in like 5 minutes or so.
Yeah, we still got a little bit of time. So
So I just got a text message from Stacy Scott saying, there's a guy with a cool-looking dog and beer in the lobby.
Anybody showing up today for work?
Stacy is here.
Sure.
She's outside having a smoke, and then that's it.
Okay.
Usually Fridays is slower than our usual, which is pretty slow anyway. All right, guys, got the last hour of the show. Once again, thank you hanging around for the live stream today. Chris Moody will be jumping in for Beer for Breakfast here in about 10 minutes or so, 5-10 minutes. And then after that, we got Marshall's Music News, and that's a wrap for the show. Next week, we have still a to-be-determined Beer for Breakfast guest.
Yep.
The one person we had lined up could not make it due to some work issues. You know who would be really cool?
Who?
Now that I think about it, we should bring in a ghost teller. Or
I don't think Susie drinks beer because he would be perfect.
Yeah, who runs haunted tours downtown that we could bring in?
I don't know.
Is Savannah Dan a haunted tour guy?
I don't think so.
Guys, help us out on the stream. Is there a...
we can reach out to somebody with... I mean, we've got a relationship with Old Savannah Trolley.
No, what about the ghost dude that we did the ghost hunting with? What's his name?
I don't remember.
Fella McGee. What is his name? We went ghost hunting with him at
Moon River. Yeah, I don't remember his name.
Kind of just sounded like a construction superintendent in today's world. Is anyone coming in today? A little too close to home, Charles?
You know what? It's a fair question any day of the week. Sean, I have a friend that does the walking pub crawl at Sixpence Pub.
Yeah, we need a ghost teller to come in.
I think that's
for
a good
the beer
idea.
For breakfast.
Yeah.
Yeah, who would be the right guy?
All right. Yeah, we've still got like, probably 15 minutes.
Oh, Sandy just posted pictures of us the first time we met Sandy. Oh,
yeah, that is not a good picture of me. Not a fan of it.
You're a little bulkier.
A little bit.
You just bulked up that day.
Yeah. that day. It's just that day.
Hey, you just bulked up. That's fine. I had the shorter haircut. I look slimmer too. Jesus Christ, I'm a fat piece of shit. Put some bulk on for the show. Probably should let that go.
Yeah, that is. Yeah.
Tony says Eni from the Savannah Derby Devils does ghost tours, Cotter.
Oh, there you go.
Have we interviewed her before?
I don't remember. She might have come in for something.
Yeah, we need to find a ghosty person.
Does she enjoy a nice beer?
More importantly, is she good on the air? She a good talker? Because you chatted up with the likes of these two idiots. Did you hear there was a shooting in Forsyth?
No.
Yeah. The suspect arrested for a deadly shooting in Forsyth Park.
Oh, Jesus.
I know it's going to be a tough take to kind of throw on everyone right now. We should stop shooting each other. Like, it's wild.
I agree.
This guy who was arrested for a deadly shooting does not look happy. You're not going to believe it. Let's see. According to police, around 7:30 p.m. Wednesday, they found 33-year-old Desmond Warren on the sidewalk near the basketball courts with a gunshot wound. He was taken to the hospital where he later died. Police said he got to an argument. All started when Warren got into an argument with a suspect, 22-year-old LeBert Harrison. Harrison and a woman were pushing a baby stroller through the park at the time. So let's see. Got a gun. You're walking through Forsyth Park with your wife and your child. You somehow get into an argument with a fellow who's playing basketball, and then you shoot him several times.
Jesus.
I'm going to say your decision-making, not the best.
No, I agree.
Yeah. The woman was released without charges. Police say the woman and Harrison, the dude playing basket. No, that's not right. Harrison are in a relationship. Yeah, well, of course they were. They had a baby they're pushed around. Man, wild stuff. Come on, Savannah. Let's go. Let's do better. Don't shoot people. Shoot deer. See? Charles got it right. Charles says, Marshall, you should hang that pic of you and Sandy over your band station for motivation. Oh, yeah. Yes, totally, I should. Tony says that Eni was the PR person for the league as well. Mike says, I'm not a ghost storyteller, but if y'all need a magician, I've been doing it for almost 17 years, just putting it out there. Mike.
I don't hate this idea at all.
I need you possibly the week of Thanksgiving, because we got something planned that week of Thanksgiving. What are you doing? You in town Thanksgiving? I want you in studio.
Yes.
How dare you hide this secret talent of yours and never tell us, Mike? What the fuck? You're a freaking magician?
We need content for the stream, Mike.
Are you kidding me? Come on in. Week of Thanksgiving. Mike, message me. Text. I have your number. You have my number. Text me right now. Just be like, dude, I'm a magician. That's all you need to say. And I'll get back to you. All right. How much time do we have before we hit
still
our
got
next
like
break?
11 minutes.
Okay. All right. We'll wait a few more minutes. Then we'll bring Chris in. He's just chilling with his dog in the lobby, drinking a little H2O.
I like it. Prepping, pre-gaming, getting ready.
Charles says, I have a screenshot of Cotter's nipple hanging at my gym.
I don't know if that's really motivation.
It is. It is. He wants to stay away from nipples like those. He's working those nips out.
He hangs it behind his treadmill. He runs from it, is what he's doing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Looks back. It's like, oh, shit.
Hey, y'all, you want to hear Metallica? Shut up, Cotter. No. Tony says, what kind of dog? Honestly, I have no idea.
We'll find out.
I'm going to let Chris. I'm not gonna guess this dog's breed. I'll tell you what he looks like. A good boy.
Thomas, we want Chris Moody.
Chris Moody is coming up in mere moments.
Got to make you wait for it. Anticipation.
Yeah. How about this? Another minute or two, and we will bring on the mustache wondered. That is Chris Moody. And we're excited to have Chris on. We both met him separately at different visits of going to his bars, and you meet Chris and you realize he's just a sweetheart, a lovely gentleman, and that's why when we brought his name up on possible potential beer for breakfast guest, it was an easy yes for both of us.
100%.
Now, a better question for everyone. I told everyone to not boop their dog last night and save their boops for Chris's dog so he can virtually boop his dog when we put it on camera.
Right.
I hope people didn't boop their dog last night.
Work harder, you'll have nipples like that. Okay, Charles, that's fair. Yeah, I can respect that.
Yeah, you don't want big ass gross nipples like Cotter, so. At this point, all I see is a nipple. It's one giant nipple sitting across me every morning. It's disgusting, and I hate it.
How can I make a nipple Halloween costume?
Well, if you wanna look like a tit, just dress up like Jake Thompson. Hey, sing. Sean says, I have an abundance of boops for heckin' good boys. Hell yeah, you do. All right, let's go ahead and bring Chris in.
Go ahead and bring him in. We got about 8 minutes. Delay is on. We're good.
We're not that fancy.
How's it going, man?
Hey, good to see you.
Good to see you.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, no problem. Thanks for stopping by.
Nice. All right. We are live on the stream right now in studio. Once we get officially set is our friend Chris Moody.
How's it going?
Of Moodrights and Over Yonder. And his good boy.
Good girl.
Good girl. Ooh, good girl.
Lady.
What kind of puppy is this?
Not real sure. We did a one of those tests, and it came back like poodle, lab, retriever.
Poodle, lab, retriever. Okay.
Angel.
Angel.
Gift from God.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay, so when we're talking, just make sure that you're up close and be as close as the microphone as we are. Yeah, feel free to get up on it. And then can we bring the dog on camera just so everyone can see the pup real quick?
Pup's the highlight.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Camera shy. Oh, no.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, look at that. Look at that.
Oh, hold on. Let me. Oh, I got to move the camera. There's that puppy. What's the pup's name?
Millie.
Millie. Okay, gotcha.
There we go. Ah, Millie.
Oh.
My Lord, I could have loaned y'all some money.
Yeah, we got a bottle of Malort because we hate ourselves.
Yes.
So we'll probably be taking a lot of shots of that. Actually, speaking of coming weeks. All right, Chris. So we're not on the air quite yet. We'll be on the air here in just a little bit.
About 6 minutes.
Okay.
And actually, this is a great time. I told everyone yesterday not to boop their dog.
Okay.
No boops, and we're going to virtually boop your dog. Let's just do it right now. Everyone, just boop. That's for Millie. Everyone boop their phones right quick. That is for Millie the puppy. How old is Millie?
We rescued her. I think she was around 6 months. So she's around 2 or 3.
Did you rescue her? Or did she rescue you?
Oh,
I know. I know. It really takes you a step back. Makes you think.
You hit me with that.
I know. Got any tissues around here? Got any tissues? No big deal. All right. Oh, perfect. People are booping the dog. Feel free. Actually, everyone just write boop into the chat today just so we know that Millie is getting properly booped for her first live stream performance. Is this actually her first live stream? Okay, perfect.
I think so.
Okay. We're breaking records. We're doing new things.
She's a natural.
Dog's living her best life. All right. So, Chris, it's an honor to have you in studio.
Thank you.
We're going to have you on the air with us. How much time we got, Cotter?
We got about 5 minutes.
5 minutes or so?
Yep.
All right, so we'll get into, obviously, the bars, how you got into that. Obviously, talk about your amazing beers. Do we have a bottle opener, Cotter, over there, speaking of?
I have one on my keychain in my office.
Okay. Actually, I'll go grab one real quick, so
okay.
we're set. Sorry, be right back.
Oh, you're good, man. You're good. Yeah, we got about 5.5 minutes, so you're good.
What time do y'all start your show?
6 o'clock.
Ooh.
Yeah.
6 to
10.
6 to 10.
Yeah, so the last hour of it, every Friday, this is the best way to end it. Have a couple beers, just kind of hang out. But yeah, it's 6 to 10, constantly going with the stream and everybody hanging out there, and then the on-air stuff. So it goes by way quicker than I ever thought it would.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's really good.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So beer for breakfast is a great day, a great way to start your day. Are you generally up this early?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Depends on how late I get out the night before. Last night I got out around 12 or 12:30, so not too late.
Okay. And what's like a typical like work day for you? Like when do you arrive? Because you own both the bars, correct?
Well, it's basically like one bar, but like they're known as different names, but it's still like the same building.
Right.
So it's like kind of one license. But it just depends on the day. Like do orders, and there's always something going wrong there. There's fix and orders, and then deliveries, and then sometimes I bar back in the evenings, help out the bartender some, and have 1 to 2 shifts a week, just Saturday days.
Yeah.
Which is my favorite. But that's a fun one.
It seems like you probably are always working. Do you have like free time? Is there like Sunday is like the day of the week that you praise the Lord by sleeping in and all that fun stuff?
Of course.
Yes.
Yeah, we are closed Sundays. So.
Okay.
That's nice.
Yeah, you're like essentially you just run the bar version of Chick-fil-A.
My pleasure.
Isn't it?
All right, give about 3.5.
So we have a good friend named Jeremy from Splitfin Brewing Company. Are you familiar with Splitfin at all? So Splitfin is out of Midway, and he says if you guys want to, make it down to Splitfin in Midway for Oktoberfest tomorrow. First beer is on him. He recommends the Marzen beer. He goes, I will pull samples of the Paragosa beer that he's been working on for all of us as well. So heads up, if you feel like going to Oktoberfest tomorrow, there's that option.
That does sound fun.
In good old Midway.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys, we're going on the air here in about 2.5 minutes. Beer for breakfast. So Tony, who's our next door neighbor at a Perfect Touch Massage, she came over this morning. She dropped us coffee. I guess we were good boys, good girls, quite like the dog. Mm-hmm. And she dropped off a dog bowl for Millie, a cheese Danish for you. So that's a cheese Danish from Cutter's Point.
Thank you.
And then there's some dog treats on the back side of that as well. So.
She's already got her hairs on. She sheds like crazy.
Oh, yeah. I've got 2 little min pins at home that shed like a atom bomb goes off in the middle of my house. So like every 2 days, I have to vacuum.
Mm-hmm. Or did you get a Roomba yet?
No, I'm thinking about it, though. Is it worth it?
It works. It's not going to do all the work, but it definitely helps.
Yeah. I need to jump into the Roomba, Shark, whatever.
Yeah, I think we have the Shark, whatever the kind of cheaper one.
Yeah, I was going to say, do you have like the knockoff brand or
just,
yeah?
It's Sam's Club, I think.
Yeah, nice. Okay. Yeah, I definitely need to jump into that market.
Yeah.
Does Mr. Blonde shed a lot?
He's not too bad. The cats upstairs suck. Yeah, the cats are horrible.
It's carpeted upstairs, right?
Yeah. Yeah, we should get one upstairs because it is a mess.
Does it go over carpet?
I'm not sure. Our house is wood, but like.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think it don't.
Oh, is it only hard?
No, it might work on. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because, the upstairs is just a disaster. I mean, he does, but it's not too bad. The cats are the worst.
Do you mind if I grab that water real quick?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Be right back.
Oh, Millie. Jeremy says, dude, 2 dogs at my house, and the Roomba is a godsend. Yeah, that's one of those things I definitely want to grab. That's the engineering room, Millie.
All right, 1 minute to go.
Now, Chris, when you're not running the bar, what do you like to do? What's like the number one Chris Moody activity outside of not always working all the time?
I like to travel a bit. I haven't. Well, actually, I was like everybody. I haven't been able to travel much the last year or two. But my fiance is from Wisconsin, so we like to go up there in the summers.
Chug beer cheese. And
seriously, it's so much cheese and beer.
So much cheese.
All right, guys, we got about 20 seconds. We'll be right back. Good morning. Good morning, Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1. We're now joined in studio by Chris Moody, owner of Moodrights and Over Yonder. I got a little beer for breakfast to get to. Chris, good morning. Thank you for hanging out with us today, man.
Thank you for having me.
So first, Over Yonder, it is like a little gem in Savannah. My wife and I love going there. Marshall, I think, found it first, introduced us to it. It's like our favorite spot to go to. But, you got that and Moodrights, basically same building, connected by a hallway. How long have they been going now?
The front Moodrights has been open like 2.5 years, and Over Yonder's just been open since June.
Okay.
So, yeah, like Cotter said, Over Yonder and Moodrights, which is kind of the corner of Abercorn and Victory, I guess. It's just kind of like behind a gas station. It's right there, and these are little gems that people don't know about. And there's so much that's going on, like in that little district. You got Lone Wolf Lounge, you got Green Truck Pub, you got all sorts of cool places. But we found your place and fell in love with it. Now, my first question for you is, how weird is it to see us at 9 a.m. as opposed to like Saturday afternoons around 2 when we're day drinking? Is this like a weird experience for you?
Well, we're still drinking, so.
Yeah, well, not yet. We got to get to that. And you brought in some beers from the bar that are staples of your bar, and I'm actually excited to drink them. But when it comes to Moodrights, you said it opened up 2 years ago. You got the duck pin bowling. You got all sorts of stuff that are happening there. What was like the idea when you decided, you know what, I'm going to be that guy that opens a bar, kind of name it after myself, and then put duck pin bowling in it? Like, what was the idea when you decided to make your first bar happen?
My partner's last name is Wainwright, so that's why it's called Moodrights. Oh, okay. It's just our two names.
It's kind
together.
of a 50-50. All right, I like that.
And we were wanting to do a just a classic kind of bar, just no frills, just and I happened to go on a trip to Milwaukee with my fiance, and there's this bar that's been around for forever, and duck pin bowling in that area is a little more popular. I'd never done it, and I was like, I don't know why this hasn't caught on in the South. Ours is not official by any means. It's more like, bar bowling. Not regulation, but it's a lot of fun and gives people something to do while they hang out.
Explain duck pin bowling, because even I don't know what that is. I mean, I see that there was like strings on the pins, right? Like
ours is there's no strings on ours. It's just we let people set their own pins, but it's free. Normal duck pin bowling's on like normal size lanes, but you get 3 turns because the ball's more like a bocce ball or something.
Oh, okay,
smaller.
yeah.
But ours, we just do like 2 turns like regular bowling, 10 frames.
Okay.
It's very, very cool. So then how did Over Yonder come about? Because, I mean, with Moodrights, like you said, no frills. Kind of, it feels like you're walking into like the 70s or 80s kind of bar just to kind of sit down and have a couple beers. But then Over Yonder's got this whole kind of country western vibe. So how did that happen?
I just love country western music and blues and bluegrass and stuff. So
right.
We partnered with a guy, David. He has a restaurant in Athens called The World Famous, and he came into the bar a lot when we first started opening, and we just kind of developed a friendship, and we partnered and kind of developed the Over Yonder concept.
I just thought you loved bolo ties. You're just like,
that too.
I love bolo ties so much, I'm going to open up a Western bar. Why not? Well, I mean, it's like I said, it's an amazing little gem that if you go to Moodrights, it's like that classic 70s feel. Like you feel like they only serve 2 things, like PBR and Jack and Cokes or something. And then you're like, I'm going to go to the restroom. And then you like fall into this time warp where suddenly you're in a country Western bar. You're like, what is happening? So you guys you didn't serve food at Moodrights, but you do serve food at Over Yonder, which once again is through this magical, like Willy Wonka, like time traveling hallway. Now, the food at Over Yonder, Cotter and I have both fallen in love with. Your food there is incredible. Now, we're 2 idiots who most of the time a Big Mac from McDonald's will satisfy us, but it's almost like you have too good of food at Over Yonder. So explain the devil magic you're using there.
I don't know. We have a good crew in the kitchen, and it's more like elevated fast food.
I mean, it really is. I mean, you got pretzel bites. You could even put kimchi on your burger there, which made me feel very fancy.
I like to take care of our people.
I mean, honestly, had the burger. Top 3 burger in Savannah, and it is just so good. The fries are fantastic. So I mean, the food is great. Then live music on Saturday, which is very, very fun. We were there last weekend, and Anders was there with his trio. It was just a cool place to hang out.
Yeah, it's definitely a cool spot. Well, now that we've pumped you up enough with telling you how cool you are, and obviously you have your dog Millie with us, which you can check out on the live stream. We are giving her virtual boops, so those you have to pay for from your very own and take away from your own dog at home. Here in just a few moments, we are going to review our very first beer. And I think when I walked into Over Yonder for the first time, everyone was drinking this, and I felt like I ordered something else, and I was like, I'm not drinking the Kool-Aid. So I think our first beer today, we should try the Lone Star.
I love that. I think that's an excellent choice. All right, so we've got our first beer review for Beer for Breakfast coming up next. Here's Rise Against. It is Talking to Ourselves, Cotter and Marshall Show. Rock 106.1. Okay.
So Greg talking about Roombas a few moments ago, Chris, he said, my dog shed so bad, the Roomba said, screw you guys, and left.
You've had multiple people comment about the awesomeness of your mustache, by the way.
Yes.
Thank you.
Dude, that stash, only one I seen that majestic was the previous brewer, Brandon at Coastal. So,
I'll take the compliment.
yeah. All right, Cotter, do you mind opening that up, and we'll set us up with those the first beer here? So with the beer review, what we'll do is we'll talk about the beer itself, then we'll do the sniff test, talk about what it smells like, and then we'll just jump straight into the test, and then we'll review it. We'll say the beer review of Supremacy, what grade do we give it? I'll go to Cotter first. It's on a scale of 1 to 5. Go to you, go to me, and then we'll go to break. So
Okay.
it's pretty easy.
And yeah, obviously, I know it was supposed to be 2. Lone Wolf, Tom from Lone Wolf gave us this one, and this one does. I always thought this beer was pretty cool.
Delirium? Oh, yeah. Delirium's an old favorite of mine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we could actually do
We can do one during the break.
a stream exclusive review.
Okay.
Thank you.
Sure, those are nowhere close to being even, but,
That's all right.
I tried.
All good.
Let's see if I can find the APV really quickly on the Lone Star.
Maybe a little less than 5.
I can find out real quick. So what's going on at the bars this weekend? Moodrights and Over Yonder. Anything?
Yeah, we got a really fun weekend. We're smoking a whole hog with Grassroots Farm. Have y'all heard?
I have not heard of Well, tell me more.
He has a farm in Camden County. He raises hogs, chickens, turkeys, produce, and supplies a lot of nicer, higher end restaurants with his stuff. But so we're smoking that Saturday afternoon, and then we have Damon the Shit Kickers 3 to 6.
Nice.
That should be fun.
Nice. So good old hog roast, and then Damon's going to be there. That's awesome. So do you ever hold any events in Moodrights? I mean, that space seems so big, but when I walk in, it's like crazy open to me.
Yeah, it's just the lanes. We've done some little things here and there. Like for New Year's, we got this Elvis impersonator. First year, it was like,
That's awesome.
He was old, and he didn't look too much like Elvis.
Right.
He was fun though.
Yeah.
That's
and
awesome.
in our price range.
Yes.
Yeah, even better. You got about 30 seconds.
All right, we'll come back to the live stream here after we jump back off air, but we're going to review our first beer, Lone Star, here in just a few moments, seconds, moments.
Be right back. Good morning. It is Beer for Breakfast. We are joined by Chris Moody of Moodrights and Over Yonder in Savannah. Beer number 1 today that you brought in from the bar, Lone Star. Like Marshall said previously, when I was in on Saturday, it's like everybody is drinking Lone Star. So was this something when you were putting Over Yonder together, you're like, Lone Star's our beer?
Yeah, it was. We knew that was going to be the focus. I lived in Texas for a few years, and David, one of my partners, he's from Texas.
Okay.
But, I worked for Pabst for a few years, and it's owned by, owns Lone Star, and I always enjoyed that beer. Especially, they used to have the riddles on the bottle cap, and they temporarily took them off.
Yeah, my cousins, I've got a family live in Austin, and every time we would go to one of the bars there, he'd always get Lone Star, and last time he got it, they didn't have the riddles, and he was really disappointed.
Wait, are the riddles back, though?
No.
No, I think they're going to bring them back eventually.
Oh, okay. All right, well, today, yeah, like we were talking about, like we walked in, Cotter and I were like, why is everyone drinking Lone Star? Is this like like a cult thing that we didn't know, but now we know. And when you go to Over Yonder, you just order a Lone Star. You do have other beers.
I get Shiner.
Yes.
Sorry, go.
Shiner's good too.
Shiner's delicious.
I like Tecate Light. You know, I like
tasty.
I like the way that taste on my mouth. So, but today we're gonna try Lone Star as our first beer. So let's start the beer review. I'm taking a big old sniff.
It smells like childhood with my father.
It smells like beer flavored beer.
Yeah,
and you know that's all you can really ask for when it comes to Lone Star. Chris, are we missing anything on the smell of this?
No, it's just a classic good lager. You know, a little bready.
Yeah, holding it up to the light. I mean, this thing is crystal clear. You could see right through it. Got some very mild carbonation running through it. Cotter, with that being said, Chris,
cheers,
let's
guys.
drink. Cheers. That's an all day, everyday beer, man. I mean, you can. That's a beer that I feel like as much as you drink of it, you can never reach the maximum of drunk. So, which is a good thing because sometimes people get reputations and they need to drink this sort of beer. So, this is great. I love it.
This is what's nice about this. It's like you get into some of the cheaper side of beer realms and they just got a funk to it or they got this weird aftertaste to it. This is clean. This is refreshing. It's not overly heavy. I mean, it's on the upper side of what you would consider that cheaper beer kind of window.
Yeah, 100%. Now, Chris, you said you used to formerly work at PBR, and this is a beer that they own and kind of manufacture. I mean, what do you love so much about Lone Star?
I like the branding, and the riddles were always just fun to have something to do at the bar. I liked it. It's a little less... when I worked for Pabst, obviously we had to drink all their beers all the time. But, so PBR, I like PBR fine, but this is a little less sweet to me. It's like a little more crisp finish. It's just a good classic beer.
I couldn't agree more. And this is coming in at 4.5% alcohol. Like I said, 100% like an all-day drinker there. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and review it. On the beer scale of supremacy, Cotter, what would you give Lone Star?
For what it is, I'm going to go 3.5. I mean, honestly, it's good. It's refreshing. It doesn't have that weird, kind of cheap beery aftertaste. It's just a solid beverage that you can sit there and kind of enjoy all day.
And I'm going to go ahead and say this, and I don't know if it's true or not. This is exclusively at Over Yonder. You can't get it anywhere else in town, anywhere else at all. You have to drink it when you go into Over Yonder. And once again, exclusively. If this sounds like a beer, like, oh, that actually sounds delicious, you have to go to Over Yonder to try it. I don't know if that's true or not.
It is, and fun fact, we've become one of the largest sellers of Lone Star in the country outside of Texas.
Are you serious?
That's awesome. Only since June. I checked with the rep, and she was like, "You're number 5 in the outside of Texas in the country." I know not a lot of places carry it, so but it's still kind of cool.
That's kind of funny. All right,
Chris. Well, on the beer scale of supremacy, what would you give Lone Star?
I think his description was perfect. I think it's on the upper end of this style of beer, so I would go with the same score.
Yeah, I'm going to go 3.25, 3.25. Once again, this beer is an all-dayer, perfect beer, any situation, morning, night, wintertime, fall time, springtime, anytime, St. Patrick's Day, it don't matter. This beer definitely hits the spot. And exclusively, once again, we don't know if that's true or not. I'm going to say it is. Yeah, Chris said it's true. Yep. Exclusively at Over Yonder.
All right, we've got one more beer we're going to do on the air, but we are going to do a stream exclusive beer next. So you can hop on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch and catch that. More beer for breakfast coming up. Cotter and Marshall, Rock 106.1.
Okay. Liquid says, show the puppy. Here, I'll see if I can just move my camera. It's a little bit easier. I'll move my coffee, my energy drink, and my beer. There's the puppy. Come here. There's Millie.
Hey.
Oh, there you go.
All right. I know what you're saying, Marshall. The dog should be the star of the show, and I agree.
She usually is. We all have pets. You know how it
is. Yeah. All right, well, boys, let's go ahead and down whatever we didn't finish out of the Lone Star here, and then let's try what beer do we want to do on air, and what beer do we want to do on the stream?
So this is also a another lager. It's just a black lager. So it's like super light and refreshing, but it's malty, real malty.
Nice. Okay.
But this one's, I don't know. It just depends where you want to go.
Yeah.
They're both good.
Well, Cotter, you choose.
Let's do the Delirium Tremens now.
Okay, sure. All right, so stream exclusive beer review. Now, this is the Delirium Tremens. This is actually imported But it says imported from Frederick, Maryland.
That's
But
the borders.
it's brewed by monks overseas, or at least the original recipe was. But you may have seen this in many restaurants before. The big pink elephant. Excuse me. But this is the beer we're going to try right now. So my first time I ever drank Delirium Tremens, my wife reminds me all the time. So I was in Las Vegas, and I went to Lee's Discount Liquor. And it's when I was really getting into craft beers. And I tried Delirium Tremens, and it was just this weird Belgian-y beer, which obviously is kind of like the banana and clove kind of taste to it. It's sweet, but I drank the entire thing. And my wife at that time, she was doing some CrossFit stuff.
Right.
Now, by the time that she got home from CrossFit, I was really drunk. Because this thing is like 10% alcohol. So she's
Did you not look going in?
well, no, I didn't. And then also, I had like 2 of them. And here's the thing. She went to CrossFit after work. It was like 6:30, and I was really drunk. She's like, "What's wrong with you?" I'm like, "I'm having a great time. Just having a beer." So that was my first trip down the Delirium Tremens road.
Nice.
I've loved it ever since. So let's go ahead and dive right into this. Here, I'll just pass it along, and you can all sip from it. I'm just going to check it up real quick. Mike said Lee's Discount Liquor used to be my spot when I lived in Vegas. Dude, I'm telling you. Mr. Lee, Mike, hate to tell this to you, died recently. Sad, I know. Delirium Tremens APV is 9% alcohol. Okay.
Okay.
Good morning.
So
Yeah, right.
it's definitely got a kick in the pants to it. All right, let's go ahead and start the review. Take a big old sniff. Got a nice little clove taste to it, kind of a banana aroma to it. Cotter, what do you think?
Thankfully, I don't get the banana. I have a weird hatred of bananas, but I definitely get the clove. Lots of clove. It's very, that spicy Belgian just kind of nose to it. Yeah.
Chris, what do you think when it comes to, do you like bananas? Do you like the Belgian beers in general?
I do.
Yeah. So when the smell of this, are we catching any? Is there anything we're missing?
I see the cloves and a little, just like fruit forward, like maybe apricots.
Ooh, you may be right there. I'm not a fruit guy, obviously. All right, so with all that being said, let's throw it up into the camera real quick. Once again, easily see-through, pea-colored beer with some light carbonation running through it. With that, cheers, gentlemen. It's like going back to a much drunker time in Marshall's life right there. That beer is delicious. I'm sorry, it really is. And this is available at the bars, correct?
We just carry it in the front bar at Moodrights, but it sells pretty well. It's a little pricey, but it's 16 ounces, and it's got the alcohol. So
It gets the job done.
And then I guess another great question, because I've never done it before. When it comes to Moodrights and Over Yonder, you both serve alcohol. Can I walk from one bar to the other with a drink?
Yeah, it's under the same POS system. So if you open up one tab, it works at both. Bars.
Oh, cool! I didn't know that.
That's a game changer right there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I can play some bowling.
Yes.
Get kind of drunk and then go sober up and Over Yonder.
Yeah, I like this.
All right. With all that said, we all drank this Delirium Tremens. Cotter, on the beer scale of supremacy, what do we give Delirium Tremens today?
So typically, Belgian beers aren't my favorite style. But this isn't overly clovey. It's and I mean I get the clove more than like the banana type stuff you'll get from the clove, which once again is a good thing. So this one, I mean, if I had to choose a Belgian beer, I'm probably going to go with this. I mean, it's not overpowering with everything. 3.25, it's solid. I like it.
Chris, what do you think?
I'm going to go 3.5 on this one as well. It's a classic for a reason.
Yeah, this is like slipping into your comfy pair of pants for me. It's like going back home, putting your fat clothes on, and getting super comfortable. I'm going to go a straight 4, man.
Okay.
4 out of 5 for me. One of my favorite craft beers when I first started drinking craft beers was Delirium Tremens, and it still holds a place near and dear to my very enlarged heart. So I choose Delirium Tremens for sure to be 4 out of 5 today. I love that beer.
Nice.
All right, how we doing on timing? We
got 5 minutes.
Oh, 5 minutes or so?
Yep.
All right, Chris, you're an eclectic guy when it comes to music. You've traveled the world. You live in Texas. You got the girlfriend from Wisconsin. Loads of different style of music. You talked about how much you love jazz and blues and folk music and stuff. What's your favorite music that you're listening to right now? Is there a band that kind of is playing some newer stuff, or is this just some like old school guy that you just still have like kind of stuck in your head that's kind of like always playing in your car?
Listen to a lot of classic country. I did see two good country shows recently, Charlie Crockett and Paul Coughlin.
Dude, I saw Charlie Crockett.
He's amazing. Right?
At Austin City Limits. That guy is awesome.
Was he at Austin City Limits?
He played Austin City Limits. So I was in Austin for Austin City Limits, and my uncle lives by this place called Sam's, and it's this tiny little bar in Austin. And I guess that's kind of where he got to start. So there was talk that he was going to come play that place afterwards. Place is packed because everybody thought he was going to come. He showed up but didn't play. But yeah, dude, so good.
I think he's going to be huge.
Yeah, I agree. I 100% agree.
And where was that, here in Savannah, or was that somewhere close?
I saw Charlie Crockett in Athens. I went to the Georgia Theater.
Gotcha. That's awesome, man. Is there anything else that you're listening to that people maybe should go find if they're in the mood?
Another new one. Just played at the new venue downtown at District Live.
Yep.
Paul Coughlin. He's country as well. He's got a nice baritone voice. Super crazy kind of guy. You can tell he's wild.
Does he got like a Johnny Cash vibe to him because of the baritone voice?
He did sing a couple covers. Yeah, he's
okay.
got that vibe.
Yeah, all right. I like that. That's awesome, man. All right, where are we at, Cotter? 3.5?
3.5 minutes.
Perfect.
3.5 minutes. Yeah, it's funny because, country's really never been my thing. And then as I've gone to Austin more, and I've gone to a bunch of different places with my uncle because they've been there for like 30 years. So he's big into what's going on musically. Yeah. And so it's like I've gotten more into some of that stuff. And he brought up Charlie Crockett because played at this place called Sam's, which is by his house. So we're like, all right, we've got to check him out at ACL. And then a lot of the stuff at Sam's is very, country-ish, and a lot of it's more classic kind of sound that's country. And I've gotten way more into it over the past 5 years, going down there and seeing all the stuff live.
Well, the new country rate, some of it's not great.
Yeah.
But some of the more classic styles. That's all I listen to, really.
Yeah, I do the night show on Bob 106.9. So I've definitely gotten an education in newer country music. But you could tell there's a big difference between country music, especially the new stuff. There's people who are pop stars who do country music.
Yeah, 100%.
And then there are artists that actually exercise the form of country music. So you have like Keith Urban and Florida Georgia Line and Miranda Lambert.
They're all his favorites.
Those are artists who are pop stars who do country music. Then you have like Zach Brown Band and Chris Stapleton, who are artists and perform country music. There is definitely a defining line between those style of artists. And I lean much towards, obviously, Chris Stapleton and Zach Brown Band. Even Zach's a little poppy, honestly, but Chris Stapleton I've come to love quite a bit. So there is definitely a line between those country artists. And I never thought I would say I really like country music, but it's definitely growing on me.
Yeah.
Not really the poppy stuff.
No, 100%. And it's weird because I'd never been a fan of it. And then it's like, seeing Charlie Crockett was probably at Austin City Limits, which was much more of a poppy thing. He was my favorite one, and by far. He was just really, really good. And he's just great on stage.
Everyone down their beers.
Done.
I know it's a difficult job. Oh, Cotter, can you open it, please?
Kostritz.
It's
Kostritz?
I think that's
Kostritz?
Cotter, I'm going to let you say that beer. Yeah.
Kostritz.
I did the first two. You're on the next two. Or you're on this last one.
Fair enough.
Once again, I want to say thank you. I don't think she's on the stream right now, but thank you to Tony for dropping in the dog bowl for Millie and the treats. She's the very first dog we've ever had on the show, Chris.
Yes.
So I just want you to know that you're set in history here.
Oh, good. Couldn't leave her at home.
Yeah.
Kostritzer. We'll go with that.
Does she come with you to the bar and everything, or is she?
Sometimes, during the day, if I let her off, she just bothers people. She's not gonna be aggressive or anything.
She's very social.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And some people don't like dogs. So
those people don't exist to me.
Fair.
All right, guess we'll be right back. Beer for breakfast, Cotter and Marshall Show on Rock 106.1. Chris Moody from Moodrights and Over Yonder still in the studio hanging out. So our third beer, Kustritzer.
Schwarzbier.
It's a Schwarzbier out of Germany. So this is kind of a darker lager beer, going to probably be a little bit maltier. Now, you said this one was given to you, correct? Is this?
Yeah, Tom from Lone Wolf Lounge, our neighbor, gave us this beer.
Yeah, so, I mean, once again, when you go over to that little area where Moodrights and Over Yonder, Lone Wolf is, it's kind of the corner of Abercorn and Victory. Yeah. But that's a place you could, like, lose yourself in for quite some time because there's so many cool places like Lone Wolf. Green Truck Pub is right there. Obviously, you have both Over Yonder and Moodrights there as well. I mean, like, you could spend an entire day getting day drunk there and then be like, wow, it is 9 o'clock. I should go home.
That is 100% true.
Yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and do the beer review for, what's this beer called again, Cotter?
Kustritzer.
Yeah?
Yeah.
One more time?
Kustritzer.
Yeah, absolutely. Nailed it, bro. Let's go ahead.
Correct me. You don't know.
No, I look, hey, positive vibes only,
Fair
guys.
enough.
Friday only. I'm telling you how right you are. Let's start off with a big old smell. It doesn't have much on the nose, does it? That, or am I having a stroke? What's going on, guys?
I may have some leftover of the delirium tremens. I'm smelling some of the clove still. I mean, you get a little maltiness. You get the maltiness, and that's kind of standing out. But I'm getting more clove than anything. But that's from the delirium tremens.
Yeah, it's the lightest. It's the lightest of malt.
Yeah.
But there's not a ton on the nose, which is a little strange, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
All right. Well, let's move on from the smell test to the very important eyeball test. Now, holding it up to the camera for watching the live stream on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch, which you should every single day, just like Millie, the dog, who's in studio with us. I would say it's got kind of a copperish kind of undertone, but it is a bit blacker in color.
Yeah, like any good Schwarzbier, it's just a darker lager.
Yeah, there you go. All right, so with all that being said, cheers, my friends. Yeah, I mean, it really is. It's a very, I mean, it's got a solid malt taste to it. It's not overbearing, but it's got kind of a lager feel when it's in your mouth.
Yeah. Yeah, a little, I mean, I don't know if bitterness is the right word, but just a hint of that because probably of the malts, the way they've brewed it or whatever. So, but I like it. It's nice.
Chris, what do you think? Anything we're missing there?
No, it's similar. It's got the roasted malt, so it's similar to a stout, but it's a lager, so it drinks a lot lighter.
And once again, this beer, the Cotter,
Kustritzer.
That's it. Is available.
I think I've said it different every time.
Is available at Lone Wolf. Is it available at your bars?
It's not, but maybe in the future.
Yeah, but this beer, so exclusively at Lone Wolf Lounge. We can confirm that by not being right or.
We're never right.
Yeah, we're never right on that. But this beer available at Lone Wolf Lounge. So let's go ahead and begin the review. Cotter, on the beer scale of supremacy, what do you give the? Hold on, I'll try. Kustritzer Schwarzbier. Available at Lone Wolf Lounge only. German's #1 black lager beer. What do you give it on the beer scale of supremacy?
Whenever you do a German accent, why do you sound like a villain from a B-grade German movie?
I feel like I need to, right?
You sound like a villain.
I watched too many Quentin Tarantino movies, I guess. What's that one? Anyway, what do you give it on the beer scale of supremacy?
I'm gonna go straight up 3. It's very
3.
It's very drinkable. Can I give it a 9?
9.
There you go. Very drinkable.
Divisible by 3.
The maltiness is nice. It's a good beer, man. I just the Lone Star is the no pun intended, the star of the morning.
100%. Chris, what do you give this beautiful beer from our friends at Lone Wolf Lounge?
And I should have given the Delirium a 4.5. I think I said 3.5.
You did.
You're gonna go up to 4.
The beer's hitting the brain a little too early in the morning.
And I think I'll go 3.5 on this one as well. You can have a few, but it's also got it's light enough to where you can have a few, but it's also the flavor's a little stronger than the Lone Star is what I'll have more of.
100%. Yeah. Lone Star screams American. This other one screams something very different that I do not understand. So the Kustritzer Schwarzbier. I'm going to go ahead and just give a 2.95 on the beer scale of supremacy. I do like it. I definitely, it's so strange and weird looking. I would try 1 or 2,
right,
but I would probably shift back over to like a Lone Star beer at some point in my visit.
I get that. All right, Chris, thank you so much for stopping by, man. We appreciate it. Love hanging out at Over Yonder and Moodrights. What do you guys got coming up? Let everybody know what you're doing so they can check out your fine establishment.
Well, this weekend, actually tomorrow, we're smoking a whole hog with Grassroots Farm at Camden County, and then we have
Damon and the S Kickers.
I was about to say it.
Yep.
So Damon and the S
I stopped
Kickers,
you.
3 to 6 p.m.
My finger was on the dumb button.
I saw Cotter's finger, so I wanted to make sure. But yeah, Damon's going to be at the bar tomorrow. Playing what time again?
3 to 6.
Beautiful.
I know what I'm doing tomorrow. I think I could talk the wife into it.
Yeah,
she's down. She loves Over Yonder. She'll be like, "Let's go, we're in."
I just realized you got like some Damon hair right now. Yeah, little slick back, kind of curly. You got some Elvis hair going on.
Is that what that is?
Yeah. Maybe you could play the New Year's Eve show at Moodrights.
I like that.
All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Beer for breakfast. We've got Marshall's music news coming up. It is Cotter and Marshall. Rock 106.1. There's Lincoln Park. All right, there we go.
Okay. All right. So one last thing. Well, two last things. First and foremost, we're going to have you sign the magical wall behind me. All right. So pick anywhere you like, and then yeah, perfect. And then once you're done with that, I'm going to run and grab. I believe Stacy's in here. We'll grab a quick picture together, and then we'll let you and Millie Dog get back to doing your thing. Yeah. All right. Let me grab this.
Yes, thank you for stopping by, man. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Appreciate
That was
it.
fun. Was that Stephanie?
Yeah.
She's really nice.
Yeah, Stephanie's awesome.
A widget?
Yeah.
She's wild, man.
Eric's really nice too. Silver Bluff.
Yes. Yeah, he was cool.
He used to work for Cigar City, I think.
Oh, really?
I'm
Okay.
pretty sure.
Line up from the wall real
Yeah,
quick.
I think that's fair.
Thank you, Stacey.
You're welcome, guys.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, it gets nice and toasty in here.
Yeah.
Speaking of, I'll go turn the air.
Got about a minute. Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
No problem,
That was a
man.
lot of
Thank you
fun.
very much. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that.
I had to take the dog treat.
Yeah. Go ahead. 100%.
And I already ate, but so if y'all want this, would y'all eat it?
No, go for it. If you want it, go for it. We each add one, so you're
Okay,
good. You're
thank
totally good.
You can have the dog bowl, too, if you want.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
Keep one in the car. Never know when you might need one.
Absolutely.
I'll see y'all later on. Thanks
Awesome.
for having me.
Thank
Had a
you,
lot of
man.
fun.
Thanks for
Appreciate
coming in, dude.
All right. Got about 30 seconds. Marshall's music news.
Ooh, I turned the air down. It was
Thank you.
a little
Yeah, it's
warm.
getting a little toasty. All right, guys. Be right back. Sorry. Once again, a big thank you to Chris Moody of Moodrights and Over Yonder stopping by. A beer for breakfast. Now, getting into story number one, Marshall's music news.
So Rise Against are taking a victory lap in the wake of their latest album, June's Nowhere Generation, and, of course, their subsequent U.S. summer tour, which wrapped without anyone in the band or crew catching COVID-19. So kudos to those guys. They were running the anti-corn method when it comes to not catching that deadly disease. Now, in celebration, Tim McGrath and the guys are releasing an EP called Nowhere Sessions on November 12th. It's a 6-song collection containing live versions of mainly songs from the new album, but they also have 2 covers, Rise Against take on CCR's Fortune Son and the Misfits' Hybrid Moments. I would love to hear those, especially the Misfits track.
I was going to go. I want to hear CCR's Fortunate Son, man. I'm down for that. Bring it on.
Now, you can actually pre-order that, pre-save that, get all that fun stuff over at their website, riseagainst.com. So just quick heads up there. Rise Against is putting on a little Christmas treat for everyone.
All right, one more story to go, and then we'll wrap up the show for the week. Cotter and Marshall, Rock 106.1.
Jeremy, thanks for hanging out today, man. We do appreciate it. Max says we may be there, too. I'm guessing...
Sorry. There we go.
Guessing that's maybe Mac and her mom. She says we. I don't know. Maybe that guy from the bar that wanted to take her to Outback, maybe? What if Mac just showed up to Over Yonder with a bloomin' onion and some random guy? Mac, is this? Yeah, that's the guy. Changed my mind. Okay. Liquid had a very good question that we didn't get to.
What was that?
Can the dog sign the wall? Sadly, we missed that opportunity.
Greg, yes, the plan is to run sometime this weekend. I got stuff.
You got stuff to do, man. We all got stuff.
I got stuff.
You sound like one of my former street teamers. Hey, can you work this event? Ah, man, stuff. Really? Stuff?
I got stuff.
I got stuff, man.
I got stuff.
You know who you sound like right now?
Who? Jake
Thompson. He's got some stuff going on right now.
But
not coming into work.
I legitly got stuff.
Speaking of Jake Thompson, here, let me grab something. So Jake Thompson was doing a live remote over at the brand new Palmetto Goodwill yesterday.
Right.
And Jake Thompson is the biggest grown man who loves Power Rangers in the history of ever.
He does.
So he went inside of Goodwill because obviously he was broadcasting there yesterday, and he came back to the studio with this.
Dun, dun, dun. Is that the Zord? Maybe
this
Zord?
is.
I don't know what is. Oh,
you remember the Green Ranger?
Is that a clarinet inside this?
Yeah.
Why is there a clarinet inside a sword?
Okay, so did you obviously never watched Power
I never
Rangers.
watched Power Rangers.
So there's the Green Ranger, and the Green Ranger would play like the flute, like, this is his flute knife. Jake Thompson found this for $2, and it is heavy. It is like, it feels like a genuine knife.
A flute knife?
This is a flute knife.
We got a call. Hold on
All right, let's take the call.
Rock 1061, hello.
Hello, good morning. This is Dana calling from Shradit on a recorded line. Can I please speak with the person in charge with their secure document destruction process?
Yes, I am the person in charge. My name is Malort.
Malort, could you spell that out for me?
Oh. Sorry, what's that?
Could you spell that out for me?
Absolutely. Malort. Do you need my last name?
Malort.
Okay, my last name is Jeppsons. So
Jeppsons.
Jeppson. So it's Malort Jeppsons. Or if you want to do it backwards, it's Jeppsons, comma Malort. Yep.
Okay. So Malort, the only reason of this call is we're currently servicing your area in regards to paper shredding, and we wanted to provide you a customized quote for a one-time document shredding process at your most convenient time in the year. Okay.
Perfect.
Okay.
What's our most convenient time?
How about you? What's your most convenient time?
Oh, well, I serve the Lord on Sundays. Let's see. So Sunday is out. Monday we have Bible study. Tuesdays, Cotter, what are we doing on Tuesdays?
Lunch.
Wednesday we do mac and cheese with the wives. What we do is mac and cheese, Velveeta, not Kraft, and then we cut up little hot dogs, and then we feed our wives. And that's kind of mostly it's Thursday. Thursday's a good day then. Let's go Thursday.
Okay, Thursday. Okay, perfect.
Absolutely.
Is this the best phone number to reach at?
100%. Yes.
Okay, or do you have an extension number?
No, this is the best number. And if for some reason you can't get a hold of me, feel free to leave a voicemail.
Okay, I see. And I have the name of your business as WGZR 106.9 FM. Is that right?
That is correct.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much, Dan Malort Jepson, for speaking with me today. I'll have a local Shredded representative to follow up with you on Thursday to discuss and provide you one-time pickup quotation. Okay?
Okay, I love you.
Thank you, Malort. Have a great day.
Thank you. I love you. What the fuck was that?
I don't know. I don't know what that was. That was funny.
I don't know. What do you do with that?
I don't know. We'll save it.
I don't know. Anyway, back to this 38-year-old fat guy talking about this Power Rangers knife.
Lord Jepson. That's awesome.
I know. It was the first thing I saw on the wall.
The bottle of Malort sitting behind me. So, no, okay. So the Green Ranger, who was supposed to be like the coolest of the Rangers, right?
Yeah, he has a flute.
He plays a flute? I mean, you play the flute. If you're a flautist,
Excuse me?
That's what it's. Your
The fuck did you just call me?
Terry Crews
Flautist?
is a flautist. That's somebody who plays the flute. You're a flautist.
I'm going to allow you to continue.
I know this because of Terry Crews.
Oh, was that like a period in the statement?
Yeah, that's it. You're a flautist.
You're a fucking flautist. I'm literally holding a Power Rangers knife. Do you want to say shit like that to me right now? I will stab you. I will stab you to death. Anyway, he bought this for $2 at Goodwill, and
did he forget it?
No, he says that he has this obviously already at his home.
Right? Why did he buy another?
He said this is the studio knife. He's adding this to our studio. Not for us, but for him.
Why is the tip bent?
Someone sometimes it just happens that way. You're just born that way, Cotter. Why is the tip bent? Someone played extra hard with this knife because there's like some red paint right here too. Obviously, he smacked the Red Ranger a little too hard, but
or it's blood.
Or it's blood. 'Tis the season. So anyway, great deals at the Palmetto Goodwill. You can find all sorts of stuff like Green Ranger daggers for $2. That's a hell of a deal.
Green Ranger flute daggers. No, he said he has the $100 version of it in his place of residency. That's from
Matt. Wow. Be a real shame if someone stole it.
He does have an extensive Power Rangers collection.
He does, yeah. If he's I don't think he's done much live streaming from his office at all, but I've seen a picture of his office, and it is primarily Power Rangers.
Yeah. How did he get married?
Jake, process of elimination for his wife.
Because his wife's awesome.
Yeah, his wife's super talented and nice.
All right, got about 2 minutes.
Yeah, it's a real shame that she wound up with him. So this weekend, I know I'm going to be probably curtailed to more car stuff. So I think my wife is going to both the Toyota dealership on Abercorn and the Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram over there on Montgomery Crossroads in Abercorn. So
okay.
Probably going to have to swing over there at some point today, which I'm super looking forward to.
This weekend, today, got several meetings. I got to take the dog to the vet.
Mm-hmm. Also, just a quick heads up, Marshall's Basic Pumpkin Porter is available at Coastal Empire Brewing starting at 5 o'clock today. Yes, I've had a beer named after me. Trust me, I'm surprised too. But I'm very, very excited about it. And if you guys aren't doing anything, you guys should definitely go check out Marshall's Basic Pumpkin Porter.
So I got a text from somebody, a number that I don't know. It's an 843. Never had a text from them before.
Okay.
Just says, Morning Cotter and Company. Hope you have tried a few things. What is that?
Sexually?
I don't know.
Immediately, I want to say sexually. Someone texted me during the show yesterday and just said hi, and I did not respond. Like, I don't know. That's a little weird.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Wanted to kick out to meet Ray Fiennes. I forgot about that. That's awesome. Sent the picture over. It looks awesome.
Who?
Ray Fiennes, Voldemort.
The actor? Oh.
Yeah,
was he here in town?
Yeah, he was in town for the, I'm guessing, for the SCAD Film Festival.
Oh, yeah.
Stopped by school. So, all right, guys, be right back. All right, before we get out of here one more time, Marshall's Music News.
So Wolfgang Van Halen did something very, very relatable. I think we both have done this. He sprained his ankle while exiting the tour bus just a few days ago. Now, he has been outfitted with a boot cast as his injury mends now. He did have to Dave Grohl it, those were his words, when he did a show with Mammoth WVH in Huntsville, Alabama on Thursday night. So these are his words. Via Twitter, I ate it walking off the bus this morning and spraying the F out of my ankle. Now I got to rock this boot for 4 to 6 weeks. Looks like the boot's going to get some show experience. We'll see you tonight, Huntsville. Now, he wound up playing that show sitting down like on a drum stool, playing the guitar, hitting his pedals and singing at the same exact time. Not the most convenient thing in the world, but he pulled it off very well. He said he was surprised at how well it went. So a quick mending of his ankle and well wishes to Wolfgang Van Halen.
All right, guys, thank you for hanging out on air and on the stream today. As always, we appreciate it. We are back Monday, so have a fantastic weekend. We'll talk to you then. It is the Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1.
All right, gang, that is a wrap for a Friday show. Today's show was called We Did It because, well, we did 5 shows in a row, guys, and we have not done that in quite some time.
Didn't think we could do that anymore.
We've been really good at not doing that. So next week, I'm going to throw it out there. We're going to do it again.
We are.
We're going to do it again.
We'll see. Yes. No, we will. Maybe. Also, a show announcement on Monday.
Yeah, show announcement Monday.
Stream only. We'll get to it on air eventually, but you guys get it first.
Ayron Jones on Saturday night. Go check him out. If you want to join Cotter and I think we're both going to be at Coastal Empire Brewing Company today at 5 o'clock, right when they open. They frickin' named a beer after me. Marshall's Basic Pumpkin Porter. If you're not doing much, or if you're in New Zealand and you want to maybe fly over to Savannah, Georgia, real quick, 5 p.m. today.
Quick beer run.
Yeah, 5 p.m. today. We're going to try my beer, and maybe we'll do a little FaceTime book livey thingy. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for hanging out today. We'll see you Monday morning, 6 a.m. Peace.